As stuff starts loading on up. Why don't I hear anything? Oh. I should be hearing something, right? I see my desktop audio moved a little bit, but it looks like it's not playing anything at the moment. Hopefully something did not break when I'm trying to start a stream. Okay, I've lost audio. Oops. What a great way to start a stream. Let's see, did something get unplugged? No. Nothing seemed unplugged. Oh wait, I'm muted down here. There we go. And Company Heroes 2 crashed. What a great way to start the day. Oh boy. Hopefully nobody saw that. It was working fine a minute ago. Come on, splash screen, give me sound. There we go, I got sound. And let's go and get this one going. Now we can start going. Sorry if I seem a bit exhausted today. Long story short, yesterday I did a 16-hour stream on Solaris, a successful times 25 crisis. That was a marathon. And here we are. Make the HUD to that size. There we go. And I think everything's good. Greetings everyone, and Greg here with another Company Heroes 2 replay. Spawn on the north side as the Brits. We have legit Kermit Peterson as his teammate. As the yellow UKF, we have Billy Agman. Bill Yam, I have no idea. Oh, Bill Yam GG. And his teammate as the green Soviet player, we have Tormvald, which is still probably pronounced incorrectly. On the south side, as the purple austere player, we have Chudwa. His teammate as the orange OKW player, we have the first sergeant. And we have as the red Wehrmacht player, or austere player, we have Nick Made. Nick Made what? We got some intersections capturing up the fuel point right here. And my cursor is going off the screen. Oh, great. Give me one more as I alt tab back in. And to go. Cursor's back on the screen only. lock mouse is very important for games where you don't have WASD for camera controls. Sure, I can use the arrow keys, but that's like trying to move my hand around, positioning around my microphone. It's not that fun, and not that good. Pioneer scoring on capturing some points. We do have two players moving this side. It's going to be a 1v2 and a 1v2 here based on the map positions. If I want to bring up the attack map, because see, these two guys are definitely going to push this direction. This guy's going to try to push towards fuel. So they're going to be outnumbered here and outnumbered here. So I have a feeling red won't be able to secure the fuel point. Ooh, but yellow's receiving some free shots there, or receiving some free hits. He does avoid the Vickers. And over here, I have a good feeling green won't be able to capture up this point. Where's the MG42 firing? Okay, am I wearing my headphones backwards? That sounded like I came from the wrong headphone. Maybe I was wearing my headphones backwards. There we go. Yep, I was wearing my headphones backwards. This is a new set of headphones, and I was trying to figure out. I hear to the right, not the left.
Our headquarters has been improved.
And that actually does change the sound quality quite a bit. Yeah, that really does change. I guess I was wearing my headphones entirely wrong backwards yesterday. We got these pioneers pushing their way forward, getting some good damage in. Trying to mess with the audio. It seems like it's still coming in through my left side. Because I only hear that MG on my left side, and if I were to put it right here... Oh no, I hear it on my right side. I'm just trying to get used to my headset, I guess. Oh, dropped a MG right there. And Magenta's skipped tier 1, so he has... two MG42s deployed out. I would recommend a second Pioneer to go along with that. Though his teammate is there to support, so potentially he could take time to build a cache for his teammates. So he does have a bit of manpower stored up. He probably should go out for an early 2-2 as well. We got the scout car advancing. We'll find the MG, nothing loaded in the back. And great some damage there. I wonder how effective the defense crews are versus a scout car. He needs to just retreat back. He can't reposition against that. And scouts do push on, conscript do push on forward. Kubelwagen here could potentially get tango with the scout car. Very little health. We've got a red sniper here. We're seeing lots of fire there by the Vickers. Ooh, a lot of forces are quite wounded. This Grenadier here is severely wounded along with the sniper, so we'll need to go out for a relatively early med bunker, I would say. He also has both his LMGs upgraded, so he doesn't have enough munitions just yet for a... oh, sniper could go down. One bullet away from death. Does manage to escape on out of there, but barely. Does manage to get one of the models dropped on that intersection, and the intersection is actually what's hitting this squad to drop on 3 members, not to avoid having it picked up there. But this one could be picked up, and with that burst there, that's going to not get... I'm sort of surprised I didn't drop the model yet, actually. I thought he's going to drop a model almost immediately to preventing the pickup by the MG, but not that. Ooh, scout car does get some good damage there onto the Kubelwagen. The actual real scout car goes down. And we do have the MG42 still set up right here. We've got a half track being deployed on out. This MG42 Pioneers reinforcing the armored car. The scout car would be very effective for dealing with that 2-2. And the half track is going to be a flame half track. He does have enough munitions for it, but not going for it immediately. So perhaps he just wants to throw it for reinforcements, which is not half bad for the MGs. And seeing he still has not got the Flamer half-track upgrade, as likely is going to be for reinforcement. He will get an HE grenade off there, very nice. And this scout car has received a bit of fire there. We do have a forward assembly right here. No medics just yet. Two? No, that's a captured, no, that is 2 Vickers. The MG42 is still uncrewed. That one member should get out and get reinforcing. I'm not sure what he's doing with that. And he's deploying out a mortar pit here. So he's starting to entrench in this location. Yellow's trying to advance in this central location. It does have a flame, a wasp, which could do some work.
Hold. Regimental HQ for mechanized units will be here.
But we've got a battle group and mechanized HQ. He may be eyeing for 2-2 or Stukasafus. A little bit too far forward if he's planning to go for mechanized assets, I would say. Keep it a little bit farther back since you don't need it on the front line. MG34 trying to hop inside this garrison. He only has 1 Volksgrenadier, and I think he was only built one based on the number of assets he's deployed. MG34 will need to back out of there immediately. He's in front of being wiped at this exact moment. And he will get wiped.
A gun crew has been lost.
On the south side, Magenta's being nice and passive. It's a good idea to help secure that fuel point and VP. And use the 2-2 for aggression. He's hunting down that Bren carrier. The Bren carrier still has plenty of health.
Under fire from enemy bastards. We need
Getting some good rear armor hits there. Not like he needs rear armor hits to do extra damage, though the MG34 gun right there could use the extra penetration. And yes, that's actually an MG34. If you look closely, that is a circular barrel. It's not actually an MG42, it's actually MG34. Oh, some sort of AT gun landed right there and missed. Looks like we got a 6-pounder along the backside. He does drive out of its arc. And a Incendiary grenade there from the Volksgrenadier gets some good work in. Down south, we've got the MG42 being reinforced using the armor-piercing rounds. Still needs to use reload. And dead. We've got a Commissar here. This blows off free propaganda. He could potentially hop these guys inside the half-track to prevent them getting a forced retreat. The Pioneers do get pinned there. It does get the MG42. Didn't really get a forced retreat there. But we do have the Penal Squad being charged on forward. He's going for a satchel grenade, which is going to be very... that's at the edge of the arc. A lot less damage than actually expected. Up north, we've got the 2-2-2, another 2-2-2 pushing on forward. There is an AT gun here in a good position here. You can force fire the ground. Does get the AT gun decrewed. He needs to get this engineer squad to recruit that. Throws out a rifle grenade, which will do some good damage there. Mortar emplacement is severely wounded, but nothing... It's a bit iffy whether or not it can be wiped out or not. The 2-2 is quite wounded. AT guns decrewed. But it's hard to say whether or not that's going to go down. We do have this Vakena Warfare going to receive some base artillery. Of course, one gun's only active right now, getting a direct hit. And another direct hit there. When it's in vision, it's basically a very, very long incendiary grenade with really powerful ticks. That's basically artillery barrage.
Prepare yourself.
We do have the sniper still alive, spotting for, I think, his own mortar, but he's getting counter barrage. Only one gun tube is online, and best not to upgrade it for the time being. Oh, he lost his Royal Engineer Squad entirely. Panzer II does receive multiple pens. And now we've got an AEC. Just going to roll on up and say, Pow, you're dead.
These howitzers ready to plaster a target.
Not big surprise. Over on the right side, we do got the half-track and 2-2 advancing. We do got some PPSHs deployed on out. Of course, he has gone for the Soviet Reserve Army. I forgot that the Soviet Reserve Army no longer partisans, just has a Commissar now. Cisbra, this does get a good hit there. And got the forced retreat there on the MG42. I'll be fighting fear propaganda for all of its effects if it didn't do forced retreat. We do got some base artillery down here. That's 2 guys inside that garrison, though it is a stone building, so it can withstand a bit of a beating. Still not exactly a good idea. You shouldn't really put the Kenilworthers inside the buildings. It's really not useful for that.
Ready for action.
The garrison does not go down just yet, and does have some healing there. MG42 is still set up on this fuel point here, so he is securing the fuel. Does drop out a Maxim here, because of course he has the team's weapons drop, and there's his this gun. Ooh, good hit there. Getting some good hits there onto the Royal Engineers, trying to repair up that thing. And looks like the Engineers does go down. The Pioneers are severely wounded. That MG42 is still not been secure. Could potentially force fire the ground on top of that mortar emplacement. Looks like the Wehrmacht mortar is still alive and it's barraging the mortar emplacement. And again, putting 2 guys in these garrisons, you don't need to put the Kenilworth in the garrison. In fact, the Kenilworth is taking the 1 slot in the church that can allow them to fire back. And the Kenilworth does get fully wiped there.
A gun crew has been lost.
I have a good feeling this is a bit of a lower rank game based on my casting. I usually say I try to avoid casting 3v3s, at least for Company Heroes 2, because it's sometimes pretty hard to cover everything, but seeing how everybody's lower rank, at least I get even coverage across the map. Is that a good or bad thing? Maybe good for the viewers. A lot of action for him to cover. Good rifle grenade there. And the mortars are split, and that was a great one there on the Grenadier. Needs to use this mortar. Use the barrage. Also, even using the force fire ground can be very useful to deal with the mortar emplacement, or Bofors. If you don't want to feel like microing the barrages every single time, you can simply force fire the ground. That building is very much wounded. And that 6-pounders sent multiple bounce misses against that Puma. There we go, now it gets a hit there. Puma is now severely wounded, needs to use the smoke ability, and goes down. Petrek does roll a miss there. Very defensive here. He hasn't pushed towards his fuel point. He could easily deny their opponent's team their fuel point. Now we do have a Panzer IV now deployed out on the field. Looks like some artillery raining on there. Laying down some wire. Not necessarily half bad. Got some PTRS penals as well.
We have been assigned fresh Panzer Grenadiers. Grenadier squad at full strength. We have 300 points remaining.
Grenade warfare raining on in somewhere. Looks like there's also drop Bren there. Cromwell on the build queue. And the Panzer IV hasn't really pushed forward. Does he even?
Panzer IV
it has got a no level of efficiency just yet, not even any points of damage, so I don't think he even knows about the Panzer IV just yet. Got a half track and the 222 now advancing. No flame half track, been utilizing a very nice repair reinforcement half track.
Airstrike out!
Okay, that's just early warning. I heard airstrike, and that must be early warning. MG42 getting hit severely. Trying to use incendiary rounds, so with the suppression from the Vickers, he won't be getting off any rounds anytime or any bursts off anytime soon. Kenilworth does get a good hit there, and just calls it getting gunned down there. No, there's the first burst, and that's going to be about one other burst, and that's about it. Over here we got a second or first Cromwell. That may be the next. Oh, there's a. That's what. There's a other Cromwell I've mentioned. Pack 40 does get a good hit there. Does get a nice Panzerfaust there. Panzer IV severely wounded. Both tanks are going to go down. Does use Panzer Tactician there, and the Cromwell goes down while the Panzer IV gets out last moment. But something's been called on here. I'm not exactly sure what. Oh, airburst. 222 is now severely wounded. Ooh, and there goes that Grenadier. Ripped apart by these Brenns and Vickers. Should I go for another mortar placement? Looks like he got interrupted.
The enemy are attacking one of our forward positions.
No mechs just yet, and we've got Panzer Grenadiers rushing forward. Won't find any good angle there against the Vickers. No med bunker? I know this is definitely a lower ranking game, but still, does he not know about med bunkers? He does not have enough munitions for one anyways. And we've got that building will go down, trying to evacuate the building. And this actually, what, captured Vickers? Interesting. There's a slit trench here, very nice. Now we've got a Brumbar. I do love the Brumbar. It's my favorite non-doctrinal vehicle. Probably my favorite vehicle in the game. It's durable, somewhat durable. Fires big booms. Effective versus infantry. Because I can handle vehicles. I can't really handle blobs all too well, and that's the best anti-blobbing tool in the game. That's non-doctrinal.
Enemy action has destroyed our forward position.
Is this gun advancing? Or not this gun? Oh, this is this gun on a T-70 chassis. Trying to get the kill. And the Oswin actually absorbed that shot. That may have been a miss that the Oswin shot blocked that shot. And there goes Zis, the SU-76. Parapantrix pushing, getting my way back, and we got the prioritized fire on the Cromwell.
Sappers back to full strength. Achtung! Ready yourself!
Supply half-track is ready for
Sheer Panzer quarters likely will be built relatively soon.
Taking fire!
And he's trying to build a bunker, but the bunker gets destroyed.
one of our forward
And the
structures
Vickers
has
will
been
get
destroyed.
wiped. And this guy is in the wrong angle. Volksgrenadier needs to fall back. Volksgrenadier did not fall back. Like I said, this is definitely a lower rank game. Very, very low rank game. But you got the Valentine not deployed on out, getting some good hits there. And great hit there on the Valentine, taking it out. You got an AT grenade on top of the 222, and there goes the 222. Infrastructure's making their way forward. Is the orange player AFK? half-track does get hit. Had 2 MGs loaded in the back. We may see a Molotov. Yes, we will see a Molotov. It does try to ooh our way, but we'll see some suppressive fire. He could try to keep these guys reinforced, but they're going to be burned alive by the Molotov. One of them MGs do go down. Does throw some artillery flare on top of it. Very nice. Both the MGs do go down. Half-track does go down here. Oswin is advancing. And Orange is not AFK, just low ranked. Cromwell making his withdrawal. We do have these guys being reinforced. He's also not AFK, I'm assuming. So there's a Panzer IV in Ostwind. Stukas Foos also deployed on out. To get out of that half-track, he won't get a sheer Panzer quarters anytime soon. We'll need to blow out another half-track. He does actually have another half-track. On the right side, we got the Stug. He has a Brumbar and a Stug and a Pioneer. He needs another Pioneer, and that's a 3,000 manpower. What do I do for 3,000 manpower in most games? Even doing caches wouldn't be half bad for his teammate. Ostwind will get overran by the Cromwell. There are some Pantrix there. Those roll a miss there with the Cromwell. And does get Faust off there. Panzer IV now responding. Pantrix do throw some shots there onto the Royal Engineers. As the friendly Stug is advancing now. Does receive a pen there, but sent a pen, but received another pen from the 6-pounder. AEC gets a good hit there, and there goes the Stug. Good hits there. AEC severely wounded, and ooh, these guys are one of the Pioneers do get wiped, trying to get the kill down the AEC, but really far away. Panzer IV has been left alone, but there is some line of sight block there and a bit of smoke. We do got a Stukas of Foos raining on in. Great hit there. Soviet player being far too passive. Sure, I'm one more passive players, but that's far too passive. I try to only keep support weapons as passive. And yeah, you can leave the Maxim there. He can take these conscripts off that line. You can leave the Maxim, he can leave the SC-76, but all the other guys should push on forward. In fact, there's also an AT gun here he could capture and use. Does he not see it behind that foliage? Yep, definitely a lower rank game. Got the perimeter overwatch being utilized, which that's not from perimeter overwatch there. That's some artillery raining on in, getting some good damage there, and there goes the Panzer IV to the Zis gun. MG42 set on up, getting some good suppression there on the conscripts, as we do have the Brumbar now advancing. Brumbar is now receiving some Zis gun shots. There could be an AT grenade. I swear, I feel like I'm watching two bots fight each other. But that's definitely not what a bot would do. Oh, we got the Sheer Panzer Quarter set on up. No up gun. And it's getting sieged down. So you won't be able to get out King Tiger until that's up gun. Brumbar is falling back. Still has 3,000 manpower. And we do got a Panzer IV and Stukas of Foos. Stukas of Foos is almost off cooldown. There's a short-barreled Panzer IV, so the penetration is abysmal. But does get a couple pens in the rear armor, of course. It's also damage is like 80. It's really, the gun's just not useful. Not really against infantry, not really against light vehicles. Cromwell going for a flank. Doesn't really need to do that against a short-barreled Panzer IV. And does not use a stop move order to stop the movement there. That's something that other people, even more experienced players, need to remember, that if you issue a stop order move order command, it will prevent them from phasing through like that unless they're already sort of butting up into it, and then it'd be a whole bunch of twisting around sort of thing, rather than a phase through like that. Zeroing artillery being called on in here. Short barrel Panzer IV is being repaired. We got Stukas of Fus now raining on in. And that's actually an incendiary barrage. Which will, of course, while more spotting for the Overwatch with damage over time. Now I've got some counter artillery raining on in from a Sexton. Got engineers and an AT gun here. Vickers and Piet equipped infantry sections. And 2 sections here, so both of the I just realized both of the British players have gone for Royal Artillery, which too many Sextons, but their teammates and their opponents are not actually really advancing with armor, so I suppose it can work out. More artillery raining on in, Ostwind, especially before, gets good damage there. And this garrison is almost destroyed, so even the Ostwind potentially can destroy that garrison. We've got Cromwell and Firefly here, and crushes all the pinned infantry. Throws out some more Pants Technician, because apparently they can see through that smoke. And needs to get on out of there. He does find an angle there, or force fire in the ground. Yes, that was a force fire on the ground. And Cromwell's going to be advancing on forward, and it says hi. Does get abandoned there. And the Ostwind will go down. And we do have these forces pushing forward. Bunch of Panzerschrecks. And the fact he doesn't really have any Brens, he's able to walk on through. Needs to get out bundle grenade on this MG. Best to keep the MG in the air to keep these guys continue to suppress. This guy can advance forward to hit these. Does throw another one grenade, so that'll get the decrew. Only Piets are inside this garrison, so the Pantrix can advance towards those Sextons. Not something to say every day. That squad does get wiped there. Pantrix trying to engage and gets a squad wipe there. And drops a Pantrix as well. Yeah, I think there was like the 2-man squad actually got wiped. AT does get decrewed by the Panzer IV short barrel tank. And you guys, stun grenade has been thrown, but they don't have the proper range, and so that 1-man squad will get wiped. Dropped another Panzerschreck. Now that's a reasonable anti-tank squad, and that Sturm Pioneer will barely escape on out of there. Ooh, nice hit there on the Stukas of Fus. And we've got the Buchanan for getting incendiaried. Churchill on the build queue. I do like the Churchill tank. Nice, durable, great bullet sponge, and does reasonably and does very well versus other medium tanks. Against Panthers, it will have some trouble, but at least it has the health to brawl with it. So going for an AT grenades, this SU-76 could potentially get killed by the Brumbar, but of course he does back off. Does have continuous spawning there by the conscripts. And he will escape on out of there. One last shot. Gets a direct hit there on that conscript squad. As this gun, or SU-76, does get a good hit there onto the Brumbar. And T-70 could potentially get the kill there as well, but we've got multiple Panzerschreck square. And there goes that T-70.
The enemy has destroyed one of our vehicles.
Mass Panzerschrecks, not really that effective in my opinion, but in this case, it's somewhat effective. But the fighting gets so much. Panzerschrecks took out the SU-76. I was going to say before, I'm not a huge fan of Panzerschreck blobs, and especially when they're fighting against Sextons, it's really not going to be that effective. Panther is getting some good hits there. The Firefly is here to engage, does have the 2-rocket upgrade. Short barrel transport pushing forward, which does give damage resistance to the Panther. Long absorb some extra shots. That Panzer IV needs to fall back. And the base artillery is raining on in. And there goes the short barrel Panzer IV.
The enemy has destroyed a Panzer.
Tulips, good try of that. Does miss. This game looks like it's the points are heavily in favor towards the Allies. And we do got some stormtroopers. He's gone for encirclement, but he does get spotted there. There's also cash here, so he needs to get a Panstruck upgrade, hide in the corner, wait. Let's see, what's over here? It's just those 2 points, right? So that one doesn't have a cache. So if he can deal with this cache, he's able to break this point, but even then there's actually squads on top of it for some odd reason. This game makes no sense to me right now. I suppose that's low-ranked games in general. Getting close the pocket, and the game code is called Crush the Pocket, could be quite useful against their current opponents. They are quite heavily trenched in the frontline sectors. Good and does get some good kills there with the not MP40s, the PPSHs. Don't know why I drew a blank there. And we do got Bazookas coming on in. He really wants that cache dead. Let's see. He does have a good amount of munitions. He does have all the command points ready. He can use he best use vehicle breakthrough right now, because the vehicle breakthrough will have faster decapturing rate. And over here we do have no. He tried to go for this over here as well, but he needs vehicle breakthroughs, and not in the capture point over there. That half track looks like one of the squads did go down on the other side. And still has not decaptured this point. And no vehicle breakthrough. Wow. And with a few times where he could have easily done it, he horribly played it so he couldn't get across the rocket. He will get it decrewed there. Will we see? Yeah, we'll see break the supply line over here. So, and nothing's immediately over here. All depends on this sector here. Does it get fully pinned? And the British players not bothering to capture it up, not realizing what's coming. And here comes Close the Pocket. That should not have worked. As his base, this 4 sectors all get annihilated. They're probably, Yellow's probably, what's going on? And probably yelling at his teammates right now. Okay, Blue does back out of that sector. Just Yellow's forces remaining. Yellow does not know what Close the Pocket is. This took another 15 seconds. Ooh. Starting to realize, holy crap, everything's being annihilated. Him losing his force is up to him, but having his teammates getting those Crush the Pocket off, Close the Pocket off, that's all with their teammates. Oof. As much like seeing Close the Pocket, that really should not have happened. We do see Treadbuster here, does get the engine damage there. Looks like he's going to just ignore AC, go straight for the Sextons. Sexton's going for a close range barrage. Gets direct hit there. And gains some good damage onto that, they should actually keep that one firing at that current rate, because he actually got the kill. And the AC throws out smoke. What just happened? This game. Gotta love low-rank games, where strategies like it shouldn't work, does work, and strategies that should work, doesn't work. Such as retreating, because they don't retreat.
They're trying to take it.
You got 2 Churchills on the field. Yellow basically lost almost everything. Has a Comet getting another Royal Engineer because he needs repairs.
An engineer unit is ready for action.
Magenta sacrificed all his Panzer Grenadiers with that, but luckily he still has 2,000 manpower.
Luftwaffe stands ready to cut off the enemy.
Why do you have so much manpower? If you're a PopCap, that makes sense, but he's not a PopCap. And he's getting a lot of heavy vehicles.
Sector artillery
2 or 3 Pioneers are basically almost acquired. Has claimed the Zis gun here that was left there from the airdrop.
enemy is attempting to steal our sector.
Another section being deployed out by Yellow. And, oh, Stormtroopers do get inside. Fresh Stormtrooper has been spawned out and will get burned alive.
We are suffering losses.
And we do have the Molotov on top of the AT gun and does, of course, get decrewed. Burn bar here. A lot of good targets here, but he's out of
Are
range.
losing a sector.
And these forces are falling on back. Six perhaps trying to hit these support weapons. He does retreat back immediately, but I think the Vickers will get hit. And the Vickers does get annihilated. Here's a bit of a trick as well. Follow the retreat path. Don't go this way, but go this way. You can potentially hit squads multiple times. And there goes that burn bar. They're a bit low on fuel, so okay, they do have some fuel caches there. That is a Warferman, Panzerwerfer.
The new engineer section is waiting for orders.
So that's not related to Crush the Pocket. That may have been fired during Crush the Pocket, but not during that time. MG42 will get the pushback. And we've got one of Magenta's Panthers here. Magenta has deployed out 2 Panthers. The support weapon is body blocking. This MG sort of body blocking the Panther. And does find these S-mines. Something being called on there. Looks like, yep, it's the concentration barrage. And we've got 0 artillery right here, which is a horrible idea. Comet tank pushing forward, does use the Mercy War engines, and has the rear armor exposed, and there goes Magenta's Panther, or Purple's Panther. And here comes a Katyusha. Why is there a Katyusha? Why is there a Katyusha barrage right there? There's 2 Katyusha barrages right there. What is going on? Now, that this first Panther is going to dive on this Katyusha. 1 kill there. Su-85 is trying to respond, but at this rate, skip the Katyusha and circle the Su-85. So he does have to worry about AT. It's probably best to go for Katyusha. There's conscripts there. And does get decrewed. Does he know about force firing? Or at least attack ground? No, he does not. S-35 pursuing the Panther. But the Panther could use Blitz to get on out of there. This gun's not a good angle. You could just generally aim move in this general area to help engage the Panther. Potentially could see an AT grenade or 2. Does get a model crush there. And AT grenade, 2 AT grenades have been thrown. This gun fired, set up in the wrong location. It's hard to say what now the cover because somehow this survived. He did not pursue it. We've got forces here in these repairs. He does have 2 engineers.
Heavy tank report.
AEC ready to move.
We've got a Cromwell and a Sexton here. Are you seriously going for that? There's also another Panzer he could pick up. I'll say pick it up. Yeah, he does pick it up. And he can get crushed, close the pocket again, because there's no cash there. He's not camouflaged at the moment, but he's not spotted at the moment. Okay, he's going to... Please somebody use hold fire. He's not using hold fire. Big mistake if you're trying to do, prepare for a big close the pocket. He did not need the MP40 upgrade before advancing. He will be starting to decapture this point now. Here, Warpman Barrage right here. Getting some good hits there. We got close the break the supply line as well. Other stormtroopers are here. There's just no Pantrax on them. That does impact, and here comes close the pocket. Will these forces realize they have been closed the pocket? One direct hit there. Lots of hits onto the Cromwell. AC does go down, and now Blue's forces are getting annihilated. The double Pantrax Stormtrooper is making his way forward. The Cromwell could go down. He's still in the base sector, so he can receive some artillery. In fact, even though it's a band there, it can still be killed by the lingering artillery effects. Nope, looks like not. Yellow does get his comment out, and then goes down to a Pack 43 here. Vehicle still abandoned, so that can be reclaimed. Sexton does go down. Now Orange is deploying out a Panther. And we do have this point being being recaptured. It's hard for me to understand how weird this game is. Low rank games.
Where do you want us?
It's hard for me to understand what is going on. Blue does need some more Royal Engineers. Yep, finally gets both two of them queued up, which he does need two. With a Cromwell and a Valentine being deployed. Magenta's Panther, or Purple's Panther, it's not Magenta in this game. Purple's biggest advance. Will you know about attacking the carcass? He could? There does spot the one Vickers. Vickers is still on the point. He's going to try. It has a damaged engine, or destroyed engine. It has to crawl away. But its gun could potentially... No, the gun's actually destroyed, isn't it? Main gun destroyed. Valentine does get the kill there, and the Churchill claims the kill there. But just... this game. Going for a Panzerfaust. Really pointless. Does use breakthrough right there. Counterattack tactics to recapture some points.
Our opponents are seizing a sector.
Nope, I hear Sexton artillery. And this intersection will be wiped out, no problem.
We have 200 points now.
As I got another concentration barrage, Osats is going to be very effective, especially in these lower ranking games where not everybody knows how to deal with everything, or as simple as the things. Pack 43 here, and mortar here. The MG42 from this early beginning of the game still has not been recaptured, and you could actually use it right there. Panzer IV advancing. And get some good hits there. We do got some PTRSs here. He's not charging forward from the AT satchel. Rifle grenade was fired. And does get a good hit there on the penal squad. Auto grenade does get thrown, and minor damage there. Satchel charge has been thrown. And does get dodged. X-55 is still firing away. The Panzer IV will go down next shot. Does draw some Pan Tactician there. Doesn't force fire the ground, or... why is he not retreating back even farther? I don't know. And here comes Katyusha Barrage, getting some great hits there. This decrewed Katusha still there. Okay. We do got the Panthers advancing, trying to hit these forces. The Churchill's still quite wounded, but he does charging forward. Does get Veteran C3 there. And next shot should go down. But Machete's Panther may go down. There goes the Churchill. Sugus Foos running on top of this infantry. Get double squad wipe.
We have lost a Panzer.
Why? Why is there a mortar pit here? Low rank games in general.
I say, promotion! Infantry squad attacking us.
Hope Assassins won't be able to engage the Sexton. Throws out a bundle grenade. Honestly, I don't know if that would do enough. Would do any damage. Oh, I know it's open top, but the armor, the thing will probably prevent it from. It'll probably get damaged slightly by bundle grenades, but still, it has over. Let's see, 320 is the max health. That's about 1/3. So it's. I suppose 2 bundle grenades, if they do pen, they could potentially kill it. Don't know if they could pen. And now we've got more stormtroopers going on in. He does have enough munitions for another close the pocket. And enough manpower to... A lot of manpower on all sides.
We've 100 points left.
Manpower everywhere. Except for Green. Green's actually spending it. Good job, Green. Fantrick actually gets direct hit there on that squall, on that model.
Enemy action.
Not going for the cash just yet.
An emplacement has been destroyed.
Here comes another Panzerwerfer barrage. Not Panzerwerfer. Yeah, Panzerwerfer, not enough. Werferman. Blah. Now I'm starting to double guess myself. Artillery's starting to rain on in. Run to somewhere. He has decaptured that point, but there's not enough sectors, frontline sectors, to actually close the pocket on. Could be useful against Green, but looks like he has camped and infantry on top of it. That won't stop the decapture.
Ready for use.
Good hits there. We got zeroing artillery now raining on in. Good hit there onto the Panther. Panzer IV is now crewed. Seems like I've abandoned this game. Those are all Molotov grenade there onto these forces. We do have the breakthrough counterattack tactics. You honestly don't see that ability all too much. So good props to Red actually using that ability. And the VPs are heavily almost even. Good frag grenade there. Now they are even, 40-40. Both the triple capture in favor of the Axis players and the Allies don't have a whole lot left. That's going to be the end of the game. Probably what saved the Axis players in this game was probably close the pocket. And that's probably it. The abandoned Panzer IV does go down.
25 points remaining.
And yep, that is going to be game. And Grenadiers are still pinned. You got the Stormtroopers advancing, but there's no point of trying to close the pocket. Though we could use close the pocket just simply for the light artillery barrage, like those light mortars to come down. That's about it. And that is game. Well, this is Andrew saying thank you for watching. Yep, and that's the end of that replay. Let's go ahead and go to the next one. And hopefully it's going to be something much better than that one, because that one was somewhat painful to watch. Please wait. I don't feel like waiting. I just realized something. That P-47 is definitely flying a little bit too low, right? That's going into the trees. Those always could be some of camera angles, so it could be actually really high in zoom, involving zoom lenses, but very likely not. So yeah, let's go ahead and delete this garbage. It was really not that good. I have no idea who these players are. So let's go ahead and cast that replay. Oh, that's loading. Looks like... I think that's like one Japanese, one Chinese, right? Are those both Chinese? I really can't tell the difference between all the characters. And here we are. Let's go ahead and pause it for a moment. Turn on Fog of War, maximize the HUD, and let's go ahead and get started. Greetings everyone, and Grade here with another Company Heroes 1 replay, not 1, 2 replay. Spawned as the south side as the Wehrmacht player, or Austria player, we have a foreign name. Spawned the opponent as the US player, we have a foreign name. Because I don't even know how to even begin trying to pronounce this stuff. Who's immediately locked in the Airborne Company. We will likely see some early Pathfinders. Probably. People don't like really Pathfinder play at the moment too much, or at least... Oh, doesn't capture that point all the way.
Pathfinders reporting in.
People sort of... Pathfinder's been... People have been using Pathfinders quite a bit lately, and people are not really satisfied with the amount of Pathfinders they've been seeing.
I smell orders. Area is ours.
We do have this point being captured up by Pioneers. Of course, it's got the Infantry Company going for some Grenadiers to support his Grenadiers. Actually, he did not get an MG42. That is something important to note. So we're going to have a slower beginning in order to get out more Grenadiers. He may get a Sniper out as well.
We have a fresh Grenadier squad. Yes? We've added to the fatherland.
Pioneers going straight for this fuel point, while the Grenadiers are advancing towards this fuel point. General direction anyways. A lot of points to capture. We do have a beacon here. And a lot of tank traps going down. Not even bother trying to get some wire on them. Just building tank traps everywhere for heavy cover. Pathfinders deploy out another beacon there. They are self-constructing, so once you get them started constructing, you can walk away. And deploy out some heavy wire there. Very nice. And we've got sandbags and wire going down as well. Very nice. And looks like we got some more tank traps. Pathfinder's still roaming around. Could stick to that light cover there for camouflage. Now if your Grenadiers are to make their advance, looks like the Pathfinders, the Grenadiers are going firing themselves. And the Grenadiers do get the first shot of the game, and Pathfinders even get a bullet off, so they do receive a bit of damage there, and lays down all of his beacons.
Battalion just reported Pathfinders ready for action.
Second squad of Pathfinders have been deployed.
The capture point is under attack.
And we've got the Riflemen and Grenadiers now engaging. As I was taking a drink from my drink. I should put it on my other hand so I can at least move around my mouse. Riflemen are going to be severely outnumbered. The Riflemen will need to fall back relatively soon. But we do have these Pathfinders now trying to engage at long range. They need to make sure they stay at maximum range because their scope rifles are actually more effective the longer range they are. Same with the Jaeger Light Infantry. And he will not get a squad wipe there. lieutenant has been deployed on the field. And we've got 4 squads of grenadiers. We've gone for a quadruple grenadier, no snipers. I do like the fact that I don't see any snipers because I don't like sniper play. So very nice. Grenadiers are starting to make their advance. Does get this point starting to be decaptured. And the field point is actually not being captured at the moment. You can send over a Grenadier or Pioneer up there. A 5th squad of Grenadiers being deployed on now. That's going to be quite a bit.
The territory is out of contact.
We do have these Pioneers. They are sticking behind head cover. We do got the scope rifles, of course, behind head cover as well. And the Pioneers will be able to win out versus them anyways. Lots of Grenadiers, just lots of Grenadiers. No Battle Phase 1 just yet. He does have enough munitions for 2 sets of LMGs. I do have a utility car coming on now. In this particular case, that's probably going to be very effective. Something mobile, something hit the infantry, it's also relatively cheap.
Air supply of field ordnance is available.
He's now able to fly out 80 guns and 50 cals. Lieutenant's being focused down, very nice. Scope rifles still are starting to gauge, they're starting to be vetted up. Of course, they don't get any real benefits until Vet 2. Vet 1, they get increased sight range. Actually, no, that's pretty good. Deploying out some more tank traps everywhere, very nice.
Ready. Send orders. Target secure.
Does get that point captured up. And we do have these Grenadiers not getting hit a bit. We do have a LMG being upgraded as well.
We are losing a sector.
See, he does go for the lack mechanized company. Getting out a reinforcement half track would probably be pretty good.
Our opponents are our lines of supply.
He does spot the utility car. The utility car has been upgraded for armored skirts, so it should be very resilient to infantry fire. Though the LMGs do have higher penetration than the bolt action rifles. And you'll get some damage in. And this heavy Grenadier play style is being very effective. 5 Grenadiers? Maybe you get out a second utility car. No, that's a horrible idea. I think the cal wouldn't hurt, but this map's pretty wide open. Not really great for MGs. Let's spot the beacon. And all 3 of the beacons are down because that one just went down as well.
Scout car waiting orders.
222 now making his advance. And the utility car is getting repaired.
We have our reinforcements.
We have secured the sector.
Do we have bars on some of these squads? Yeah, we do have some bars coming out on the Pathfinders. But this 2-2 is going to be very, very problematic. He does have some bazookas, or a bazooka on that rear echelon squad. Grenadiers are getting some good damage here onto the lieutenant. Riflemen starting to run their way forward, and most of these Grenadiers are starting to fall back. And with that long reinforced retreat time, it's going to be a bit of time before the squads get back on the field. This one does fully withdraw as well, and we do have some S-mines being deployed on out. We do got these 2 Pathfinders roaming around. Yep, he's still in a bunker. He does need some medical supplies. He has a little bit lacking munitions there. Now he does have enough munitions for a med bunker.
Scout car awaiting orders.
222, a little bit wounded. Pioneer's falling back. Oh, he retreats back to everything? He must have misclicked, or he really wanted that healing. There is a small amount of AoE heal to help prevent like the flashing heal bug. But he honestly didn't even need to fall back to get them all healed up. As nice as it is, and how much I like my healing on my units, he didn't really need to do it at that time.
The enemy is taking our territory.
See, there's one bar in this squad, and one bar in this squad. So both the two of the Pathfinders have one set of bars. This one here does not appear to have a bar. Grenadiers are making their advance. We do have a pair of LMGs. Is one not upgraded. Does have enough to afford it now, but maybe save it for a little bit later. Perhaps get out a rifle grenade into instead, or Panzerfaust. Riflemen start to make their advance. The rifleman needs to soak damage for the Pathfinders. We got a bazooka advancing. Does get one hit there.
The capture point is being overrun.
Now the Grenadiers will hold off. They're all behind heavy cover, which is a great placement for them. And we do got that utility car receiving quite a bit of fire right there. The Pathfinders will be falling back. We'll spot that radio beacon once again. Bazooka's still firing away, but still pretty far getting killed there. Potential squad wipe here. There's a lot of squads on the retreat path.
Our supply line is
And does get wiped out pretty easily. US mortar has been deployed on out. Okay. Interesting. I sort of disagree with a US mortar. A 50 cal would probably be a little bit better. And he went for Lieutenant as well, so he can't get out pack howitzer, or at least not easily. He does not have the Major deployed out yet, so even though he has 110 fuel, that's still not enough for Sherman because he still needs 120 fuel for the Major. Lieutenant is falling him back. He's starting to make some advances over on the left side because he does need to get some more fuel. And mortar could get some work there. I don't really have a whole lot of faith in US mortar. But that's a pretty close range mortar. Now we're seeing some machine gun fire. The utility car could advance forward to get some strafing 50 cal fire.
Krauts are taking one of our points.
And here's some S-mines being detonated over here. There's a Pack 40 also deployed on out. You can't get a Major. Getting a Major wouldn't be half bad right now for the Major artillery call-in. Besides to call in a M1AT gun instead. Lieutenant now makes his advance, gaining some good damage there onto the Grenadiers. And there's actually a drop to LMG as well, so he did just get a full squad wipe there. And now that's a dual-equipped Grenadier squad, which is going to be very deadly, but that means 4 squads rather than 5 squads. Pathfinders must have got some good damage onto them. It's now MG42s. He does have another MG42.
The enemy is attempting to steal our sector.
2 Pioneers. Interesting. good cabin pressure, but not really necessary for repairs. Blah, can't speak. We do got support armor core going on down, which it does have enough fuel for a Stug, which is really not a good idea at this point. Same for Ostwind or Panzer IV would be his best option. Then he knows about the Pathfinders, so he knows which doctrine his opponent's gone for.
Enemy forces are securing our territory.
Captured the point with the mortar. Right from here, lots of all of his Pathfinders are here, sort of blobbing them around. Right now, a Ostwind probably the best option armored asset for him to deploy. Panzer IV would be first line as well. Ostwind's more dedicated into infantry, and Panzer IV will just allow them to cover later future vehicles. Pathfinder's starting to move back to some heavy cover there. Could have moved back to this tractor. But overall, the Grenadiers are just engaging from great cover there. One of the Pathfinder squads do fall back. This was not behind any sort of heavy cover. M118 gun does a good hit there. Has a quick reload rate, so should be fired. Does take out the armored car now. And these forces are starting to make their way back. Rifle grenade does get fired in the one heavy cover. Now's a good time for him to fall back. And you got the single bar equipped rifleman making a good flank there onto the AT gun. US mortar does roll a miss there. And rifle grenade fired, but he does of course retreat back away from it. Okay, the US player got a lot of much necessary ground reclaimed, which does of course allow him to get some more and more fuel. He does have the Major out. The Major can go around capturing points, which is very important, and he did lose his rear echelon, so he doesn't have any minesweepers at the moment. Speaking about minesweepers, do have a Scott coming on the build field. Just because you go for Pathfinders doesn't mean you have to go for a Scott. Saving up for a Jackson at this point, or a Sherman tank would probably be better than a Scott. And nothing being deployed up by the Austria player. I think that's a bit of an oversight. You have the field advantage, so deploy out the vehicle advantage. Get out tank. Did take the flow of battle, because once he sees that Scott, then the US player is dictating the flow of battle. Forcing the, and now forcing the OKW player, not OKW player, the Austria player to react. Instead of having the US player react to his play style. Because if you would get out of Ostwind right now, or earlier, it would annihilate anything. A Panzer IV would have been really good as well. Sure, there's only have to deal with one AT grenade and one rifle grenade. That's it. You can take rifle grenade. Grenadier squad needs to fall back. Does get fully wiped there, so drop another Grenadier squad. Quite a blob of forces here, and the Scots now running on in, which will allow a lot of the Pathfinders to get some snipe abilities. Their snipe ability only works on models that have less than 40% health. So if a scope rifle hits a model with less than 40% health, it will instantly kill it. So it's more of an execution ability. Jaeger Light Infantry has only one rifle, as opposed to two scope rifles, but it goes as high as 75% health. And their accuracy is much higher at long range. I think their max range accuracy is 1.15. So even units with high or low target size can basically get hit by that scoped rifle. Assuming they're on open ground.
MG42 team is ready for action.
Rear echelon troops on
Good hit there by the Scott.
The enemy is attempting to steal our sector. guys listen to me if you want to live.
Einsatzbereit.
You got a number of beacons going down, right next to each other. Perfect placement. Brumbar coming in out. Okay, I do like the Brumbar. Very effective against his opponent's current composition, and nothing really there in the region to threaten it. And if he gets a vet 1, then he can start besieging the AT gun.
We lost an infantry unit. They got wiped out.
So he lost his major. He has rebuilt his rear echelons for Minesweeper. And needs to focus on the AT gun. And that was a great hit there by the Brumbar, and gets decrewed. I would say claim it for himself. He never hurts to have an extra AT gun. And he does claim it for himself. Very nice. There's also a drop mortar here. That's something that's not really worthwhile, but he's going to claim it. Oh! No, he's not going to claim it. He's force firing it and nailed his own Grenadier. Oof. Ouch. Mortar does go down.
We've pushed back the frontier.
Let's find those beacons, which could allow the Scot to get a good hit in. Okay, he's getting out some medical kits. He does need that. A good investment, I would say. Just make sure it stays out of combat for a bit of time to get healed up.
Stupa ready. Enemy forces are securing our territory.
We do have the Scot still in the area. Brumbar, of course, has healed has been healed up for the most part. Just a little bit wounded. Pathfinders are not going to like that Brumbar. And got the pack gun now engaging M1AT gun, potentially get a hit there as well. It gets double tapped. And no, the M1AT gun does roll a miss there. Good hit there onto those Pathfinders, forced to fall back. And does force fire the ground, getting a good hit there on the utility card. He has put out Stug. I suppose he's worried about tank effect, but he does have 2 AT guns, so not really necessary, I would say. Now, going for same up for another Brumbar, that's something I would have done. I do love Brumbars. Great damage there onto that rifleman. What was that? Is he trying to destroy that bit of heavy cover? Because he nailed his own forces again. Pioneers start going towards this VP, I would say. Scott going for long range barrage, very nice.
Supply line just got cut off. Fire.
And the Pioneer has received quite a bit of fire right there. Is no longer captured at this point, but that's fine. That's just a cutoff point. As long as he captured, that denies the munitions income. Still hasn't got the BP, but that Brumbar is now starting to come on, range some shots on in. Almost Veteran C1, which gets Veteran C1. He's able to use the long range siege ability. That's a full squad wipe there. Netting him a Veteran C1. Jackson has been deployed. Very nice. AT guns need to rotate over. Stug does not get a shot off. Rifleman pushing the way forward. We've got a first Panzer Grenadier. Throws out Bundle Grenade there. Good hits there, but now got the Lieutenant advancing. And oh, one of these. This two-man squad has 2 LMGs. That's going to be dead, wiped out rifleman. Brumbar. Okay. I had a good feeling that Brumbar was going to get some good friendly fire damage again. The bunker busting barrage is now cost 30 munitions, so it's no longer free. AT gun does get a good hit there, and the Scott's trying to nail that Pack 40.
Our HQ is under attack.
The Pack 40 does get decrewed. He's starting to recruit it. He does lose that whole Grenadier squad from it because that was a very wounded squad. Does get it decrewed once again. Oh, on the right side, we do have an MG42 capturing up this munitions point. But he lose another squad? Oh, that must have been the model running off the edge of the map from the Pack 40. Pathfinders will claim a Pack 40, which, of course, with the Pathfinder's extended vision range, that should be very nice. Good flank there with the utility car, not staying in front of it to get armor piercing seen year round.
That's everyone. Grenadiers ready.
Armor here.
Strogan and Brumbar both need repairs. We do have the Panzer IV being deployed on out. The Stroke hasn't even got a shot off on the Jackson yet. Maybe one. The Panzer Grenadiers are Veteran C1, so it does have access to the combined arms. No, we canceled the Panzer IV and going for our Panzer Werfer.
Germany now holds the victory point.
Panzer Werfer could be good depending how well it gets shots off. That basically sums up any Panzer Werfer or Werferman or any rocket artillery. Not a whole lot of static weapons for him to hit. Using Sieging Barrage right there. Get a good splash. Second shot, follow-up shot was actually pretty close.
Panzerwerfer deployed.
Does get some good damage there, though the heavy cover will prevent 50% of the damage.
Panzerwerfer is ready for action.
2 Pathfinders here, 1 captured Pack 40. I just realized something. His skins are different based on medium vehicles and light vehicles. Jackson does get a good hit there onto the Brumbar. Another good hit there. And the Scott is running on in. We do got these 2 scope rifles engaging.
Pathfinders reporting in.
And getting some good damage there. Panzer Werfer Barrage raining on in. Got some good damage on the Pathfinders, but nothing too critical. We do got still that Scott firing away. M1 AT gun does roll a miss there. It does drop one of his dropped LMGs. Got to make sure that keeps both of them. Pathfinders getting some good hits there onto the Panzer Grenadiers. Stokes trying to make some advance, but still the Pack 40 and Jackson. He needs to fall back because he's about ready to be destroyed. Rolls a miss there. Now got the rocket run coming on in. He'll need to get a full retreat now. And he didn't have any vision of any of the vehicle ores when the first rocket strafe was coming on in, so they're going to sit there and loiter and let the Pinto Mounts will eventually get some kills. Very unlikely though, but it's possible. One aircraft does go shot down, and the last one is flying away, so it's now safe to advance. The ability doesn't last very long if they don't have any targets to shoot at. That reticle will still linger around for a bit, but it's safe to advance vehicles. Though the fact that his vehicle is also quite wounded is another reason why he shouldn't be advancing with his vehicles. We have 2 Pioneers. And that lieutenant is getting hit. Those are flanking shots if I am not mistaken. Though one of the models may not be getting flanking shots. Oops. That actually sped forward the game when I was trying to hit the delete button twice to reset the camera. Good hits there. The MG does get decrewed. He does recruit the Pioneers, which could be focused on quite quickly. Evap rounds was utilized from the Jackson. And there goes the MG-42 gets destroyed. Stug is falling back severely when Pak-40 does get the kill there on the Stug. Does get the crew there onto the Pak-40, but his Grenadiers are being forced back.
We are down to 300 points.
Scope rifles making their advance, getting some great hits there. Or receiving a great hit there by the Brumbar. AT gun may have been recruited right then. Jackson may get a... You guys find the Faust, but here comes too early for the AT gun shot. Does drop gets a full squad right there on the Grenadier squad, and that was a double quick one, but he can pick up this one with the other LMG. No, he already has two, so he can't pick up a third. He's dropped a lot of LMGs this game, hasn't he? What he needs right now is either a Panther or a Panzer IV, or 2 Panzer IVs. He is pushing the fuel for a Panther, so it's like going for a Panther. He needs a bit more main power as well. Panzer streaming on forward. Triple capture against the Axis player. He does have a bit of tickets to spare. Scott's going to be rotating on over since he sees all those infantry squads. Does get the wipe there on that rear echelon. And he's stay outside the radius and hope it needs to be capturing. But keep them nice spread out. Looks like he's going barrage. Actually, he's also barraging over here. Very nice. Good hit there. Does get those points captured up. Jackson and Scots are still on the flank. Pak-40 has been recruited, a bit wounded, but there's now 3 Scots out in the field.
Enemy forces are now down to 200 points.
And here comes a Panzerwerfer barrage. Great hits there. Pathfinders start making their way forward, and that Pioneer squad will find them, and we'll need to run away from them. There we go. He's finally deployed out Panther. Receives immediately a Pak-40 shot. And Pak-40 does get a good hit there onto the Panther.
Enemy contact! Watch out!
And the Panther's still receiving some hits there. Could be upgraded to spotting scopes as well. But here comes the Scott barrages, or Scott rounds. Brumbar's trying to make his advance, trying to get the hit there onto that Pack 40. Jackson does get a good hit there onto the Brumbar. Lieutenant sprinting on forward, will be able to spot a lot of stuff for him. Oh, and the Panzerwerfer was spotted and killed.
Battalion just released a major for action.
Scott's charging on in. Panther needs a reverse move back here, but I think... No, he does get a Faust off. Does all smoke the rear one because at the Vet 1 smoke ability. Get out jail free card smoke. Brumbar is now sieging barrage. Does get a good hit down the pack gun. Scott's still raining on in. Pathfinder's getting some good damage on in. Does pick up a MG42 there. Another Panzerfaust onto the Scots. Panther healed enough. Force find the ground. Scott still trying to run away. Got some lots of damage on that Pioneer squad. Does go down there. Oh, one of the Scots do in fact go down. And got Heat rounds being activated. Brumbar gets direct hit there. And he's keep focusing down the Brumbar. That's a good hit there. The Brumbar potentially could allow the kill on the Jackson. The Brumbar does not get the kill. That was a Panther. But the Axis player does not have a whole lot of forces left. He needs to get out another pair of engineers or pioneers. Lost quite a bit with that assault there.
All right, fellas, final checks.
But he spent too much on that assault, and he's probably out of steam right now. Brumbar's trying to charge it forward. Maybe he gets some hits there onto the pack gun. And does take out the pack gun there. Handstruck's trying to charge on forward. Fired 1, 2, miss.
Task complete. Crew ready.
The Grenadiers need to fall back. The Panzer Grenadiers need to capture the VP. I think he may have actually deployed a light AT mine there. I saw something like completion, but it could have been the Minesweeper itself.
Is under attack.
The Echelon are at nearly full health, but the veterancy of that double-equipped Grenadier will probably allow him to win. Rifle grenade fired when he didn't really need to. Does reclaim the pack gun, which can be useful. Not a whole lot of fuel remaining. He did take out the Jackson. He does not need to get out Stug. He has the Panther for that. An Ostwind will be probably his best bet right now, or another Panzerwerfer when it comes to fuel assets. Panzerwerfer can help deny the capturing these points.
Tank destroyer is ready for orders.
Armor coming in. Major under fire.
Rounds complete. Hold fire.
Contact! We have training and discipline. Use it. Get out of here. Retreat.
Boys, you ready to roll out? Send your orders.
A lot of forces still here. 3 Pathfinders. Lieutenants trying to sprint towards the capture this point. Very nice. With that veterancy theory, that sprinting ability allows them to get capture points very, very easily. Looks like Grenadiers and Panzer Grenadiers going to respond to the Lieutenant. Deploy another MG42, which could be useful, but the problem is against Scots, not so much.
Pour it on. Crouch down to 100
Recaptured pack gun pushes away forward, still severely wounded. Patrick does get a pair of shots off there. Needs to hit that low health one. But he does not get the low health one. Brumbar needs to start hitting these forces. Gets a good hit there. Rifle grenade does completely whiff. Pathfinders are falling back. Panther is still quite wounded. Fresh Jackson does get a hit there. And the Lieutenant is still securing up this point. Rear echelon getting some good damage there.
They have only 75 points remaining.
Hit the ground! Let's get her going!
And we do got some good damage coming out on the Lieutenant right there.
Blow their goddamn heads off!
And that's not nice. I know it's war, but you don't need to shout it. Which the Pioneers had picked up a Panzerschreck from the Panzergrenadiers. Looks like the Panzergrenadiers actually got fully wiped in the previous engagement. Wasn't paying attention to it.
They just fell to 50 points.
Trying to capture both VP. It's just only the Major here. The Major could call in some artillery, but may want to save up for the P-47. But here comes the Scots. He's trying to stop the decapture. He does not stop the decapture there, but the Scots will stop the MG from existing. Utility car does receive a hit there by the Panther, and the Brumbar is quite wounded. Does have 2 Pioneers in the region. This point's being recaptured, so perhaps use the Bunker Buster on the Brumbar while getting repairs. But at this point, the Brumbar needs to push on forward. We'll be able to resecure up that MG. He's going for the Bunker Buster. Very nice. Direct hit there. But no, they're actually going far. And you got the rocket run that can wipe out that that Brumbar. Ostwind is exactly what he needs against the rocket run. Brumbar does receive some rocket hits there, but does avoid the fire. And Ostwind receives some hits there. Mortar hit onto that Pioneer. And the Grenadier squad does go down there. Panther severely wounded. And I think the Axis Flyer has lost the game. There goes the Brumbar, and he has surrendered. This is Angry saying thank you for watching, and signing off. Yep. I would say what really went wrong there for that game for the Austria player was probably the fact that he needed to get out a Ostwind or Panzer IV first rather than the Brumbar. Because if he would have gotten some early armor, it would force out the Jackson first rather than the Scots. And he had a huge field advantage in the beginning of the game. I would say his... I think he went greedy and went for the Brumbar. Panzer IV would have been the great... probably would have been the best option. Knowing he's against Pathfinders, knows that they're quite commonly fighting against Pathfinder Scots, going for early Panzer IVs would have been probably the best option. Either way, on to the next replay, once this gets done loading. Going to delete that replay. And let's go ahead and go to this 3v3. Two Soviets, 2 OKW, 1 Austria, 1 Brit. It's hard to say how this game will go. Because with 3v3s, anything can go. Increase the size. Fog wore off, and let's go and get started. Greetings everyone, and Grade here with another Company Heroes 2 replay. So on the south side, as the Cyan OKW player, we have Toki. As the yellow Veramok player, we have Rosie. Spawning as the blue OKW player of HPLG. So immediately locked in the Fortifications Doctrine. No Doctrine lock in there. Spawning as opponent as the orange Soviet player, we have Kabook. As their magenta Brit, who's not moving around just yet, we have MXZ239. And as their teammate, as the red Soviets, we have Rue Martinez 89, who's immediately locked in the armored assault tactics. So that could be quite interesting. He will, of course, have access to the IS-2, which is going to be very useful in general. He's also on the northern side as well, so IS-2 could be quite good up here, quite laney. So that should be interesting. Plus, there's also a loiter. I believe that's a loiter, not a strafe. Yep.
This territory is ours.
We do also another Doctrine lock-in of Mobile Assault Regiment. So we may see some mortars. And probably land mattresses. The only thing he's probably really going to deploy out is probably the recovery engineers and land mattresses. We got some of these pioneers starting to make their advance. So the first bit of combat will be commencing shortly. We do have a sniper up north, a Soviet sniper.
New grenadier squad is ready.
Oh, two sniper. So we've got a Soviet sniper spam. You're an evil person. Volksgrenadier come to support these pioneers. Pioneers are soaking the shots, so the Volksgrenadier should be able to get some good damage in. But it looks like some of the fire has been retargeted to as a Volksgrenadier. Good micro there. Target the squad that can actually do damage. Another Soviet sniper, so there's 3 Soviet snipers deployed out on the field. Intersection's pushing the way forward. May find these Volksgrenadiers in Kubelwagen. And yep, that intersection is getting hit quite significantly, while this squad is pushing on forward as well. Eyeing for this garrison, but he is severely wounded. We've got some Grenadiers supporting the Volksgrenadiers. And overall, it's just great engagement here by the Volksgrenadiers here, able to skirmish those lines as they start advancing through the sector. Looks like he is just out of range there.
Awaiting orders.
We've got the 3 Soviet snipers roaming around. We do have these Volksgrenadiers advancing. I'm not sure if they've spotted the Soviet snipers just yet. But the Pioneers and Grenadiers making their advance. And the orange Soviet player's forces are collapsing. He needs to get back the combat engineer, and he has a full retreat with that squad. Why is he just soft retreating? He's trying to bait towards that sniper?
The enemy has cut off a sector.
Conscripts here and the British officer are advancing. And that intersection is falling on back. We do have the sniper here a little bit wounded, actually. Will we get a... She does get ahead again, but she does go ahead and get a kill.
Now installed a field hospital.
As these Grenadiers are receiving quite a bit of fire here. With the sniper support, it looks like he does decide to fall back away. Doesn't want to deal with the manpower bleed. Not worth it. And our conscript squad does fall back. We've got a Vickers here suppressing the Volksgrenadier. Since his opponent has gone for the snipers, having the British player deploy out his Vickers up here is a good idea. Maybe get out Bofors as well to help for 360 coverage.
You want that sniper?
Not really. I don't really want snipers in the game. I really don't like the one-man snipers in this game. Like the Jaeger Light Infantry, Pathfinder is a good alternative to snipers.
Captain ready. This is it. Hooper, prepare for orders.
MG42 not set up in good position. If he hops out with the combat engineers, hops on the wrong side, throws out a Gamma Bomb, and tried to throw it over the building, or through the building, was unsuccessful, bombed himself, and was also suppressed because the retreating back combat engineer. What a horrendous course of action. We've got some Royal Engineer Recovery Squads deployed on out. We got 2-2 pushing his way forward up here. We got the Soviet sniper engaging, trying to hit this MG42, but we've got Sturm Pioneers, Volksgrenadiers, and Pioneers. We're going to try to run him down, or run her down. Armor car getting some nice backdrop there, so that autocannon damage should do some great work. Sturm Pioneers getting some great work done onto that penal squad. But do have both these snipers here. Should be able to displace these guys. And the armored car, the 2-2, is too far wounded to push forward and engage those snipers. Even though at that low health, it potentially could work out. And not with these PTRSs there. Sturm Pioneers try and deal with this cache. Will take a bit of time, just when they only have 2 models. And there are 3 Volksgrenadier squads. Sniper and conscripts are advancing over this direction. Sniper does connect onto the Sturm Pioneer. Sturm Pioneer will fall back. Looks like he has got the Fear Storm Doctrine. Can blow out a Flamer, which could have been useful versus the cache. Incendiary Grenade does get thrown on top of the cache. I think it's more aiming for the infantry, but Molotov fire thrown as well. The fuel cache will take a bit of damage there from the Molotov or the incendiary grenade, but not sure it'll be enough to destroy it. Shock troops have been deployed on out. And we do also got an artillery officer here, so we got more doctrinal lock-ins, Fear Storm, and looks like the Joint Operations Doctrine. Combat engineers with Minesweeper gets ripped apart. Does throw out some smoke there from the assault officer, very nice. Artillery officer. And does activate the Inspiring Aura, getting good damage buffs to all the nearby units, including vehicles. Good grenade there. Where did that grenade come from? Rifle grenade from the Grenadiers, or this one? Yeah, rifle grenade. A lot of point-blank fire. It's a bit messy for both sides, but I think the intersection will get overwhelmed by the Volksgrenadier. This intersection will need to fall back as being close does get wiped there. We may see a satchel charge on this guy, but he's trying to hit the PTRSs onto the 2-2. So officer making his way forward. Plus he used the diversion ability and miss all of that as well. Does force back that squad, and there's a satchel charge there. It's sort of hard to see, and gets a number of models, but no squad wipes. 2-2 does go down. We got a pair of conscripts here. And the Grenadier squad does fall back. A very, very messy engagement. But we do got this player down here. Does play out Opel Blitz truck here. And has gone from Mechanized HQ. You can eventually you can use the Opel Blitz truck to heal stuff at home as well. These points was decaptured by a recovery engineer. The Special Rifle Command may get destroyed, but be a minor loss because you will not probably build out any more. You probably won't build any penals. You probably won't build out any snipers. And he still has the tech structure after it, so losing it won't be a critical problem.
Our command post is under assault.
Penal squads are advancing Lag does do a soft retreat away. MG42 is trying to set up, and we'll have a good angle there on that penal squad. We'll get suppressed there, no problem. We may see AT rifle grenades on, or AT grenades onto that Kupelwagen. Both of them connect. A little bit overkill for a Kupelwagen, but does go down. And the MG42 does suppress some of those squads now. SCGs are advancing. We do have something being called on there. Oh, I think that's concentration fire operation from Royal Artillery. Nope, that was just a regular artillery. That's just artillery raiding on from the assault officer. Throws out a landmine there, but throws a gamma bomb on top of it, detonating the landmine and doing some good damage. We do got a nice stun grenade there. Throws a incendiary grenade on top of the officer as well.
Is in action. Standing by for setting of command post.
Looks like the Axis players overall has better field control this entire game. They have had no real contesting here. Just one bit of a sniper. Quite a bit contesting over here, though. Do have a Vickers captured by the Soviet player, engaged in these Volksgrenadier. It does have a lag, so maybe some smoke rounds. Not utilizing smoke rounds. Now we got an unusual advance between Grenadiers and his teammates' Opel Blitz cargo truck. That's dead. We could see a heavy mortar barrage. Yes, he's going to bring in a heavy mortar barrage now. We got shock troops here. Does throw a frag grenade there, forcing back the Grenadier. They can charge down this Grenadier and allow the artillery officer to get in nice and close for him. The artillery officer needs to maintain his max range. Does fall back now. Oh, smoke rounds being called on in from the assault officer. And that's a lot of forces, including penals. So he's going to push forward, throw a satchel charge on top of the oh, assault grenades. No, that's actually a triple incendiary grenade. Okay. May see a bundle grenade there by this Oberstassen. Does receive a gamma bomb from the commandos. Oberstassen will barely escape on out of there. Lag's trying to back away. Let's see, 16 kills, 7 kills, 6 kills. The snipers haven't really accomplished all too much, have they? Do got Stukas Foos on the build queue for the fortified armored player. I'm so surprised we don't see Left 18 instead. If I have a doctrinal asset, I'll probably go for doctrinal asset. Even though Stukas Foos does have more alpha damage, while the Left 18 does have more sustained barrage capability. The sustained barrage could be very helpful in sieging the central part of the area. We got Cromwell tank now out on the field. And does roll a miss there with his Cromwell tank. Again, Warfare setting on up, does get a miss there on the Cromwell. Good hits there. As the MG42 is advancing and says hi to the Cromwell and walks past the Cromwell. MG34 getting hit. We may see multiple Panzerfaust. Yes, we will see 2 Panzerfaust there, snaring the engine. We've got a bunch of Grenadiers here with the support fire ability. Could see more Panzerfaust in the group, but no, the Grenadiers do fall back. And that Opal Blitz heavy cover there will go down. We got these penal squads captured the left side. Snipers now engaging this MG-34 or 42. Incendiary artillery coming on in by the Soviet player. And get some good hits
Enemy
there.
has killed a machine gun crew. The Sturmgeschütz is ready for use.
Stug has been deployed, which will be used towards the Cromwell, but it's only a Cromwell in the field. Maybe a Stug could be held off for a bit of time. MG-34 is being supporting the Obsolotson. We've got these snipers now advancing. Obsolotson models of nice juicy targets for them. We got the Penals, however, also advancing. The MG-34 can suppress the group of them very quite nicely. You can find the Sturm Pioneers. And Stug is now advancing. Stug's Fuß, this could be very, very deadly. Let's see which angle is going. Oh! He tried to protect and failed. Oh, that could have been great because that was definitely a late response coming out by the Red Soviet. If he would have actually aimed that a bit more properly, that could have been death. Stug coming forward, trying to hit these forces. It does find the Cromwell there, and does have the rear arm exposed to the Cromwell. And now the gun's exposed.
The territory is out of contact.
Grenadiers trying to go for a Faust. There are 3 Grenadiers advancing. There's a commando of Brens here. Or a Bren.
Rocket artillery unit has been sent to the battle.
We do have a KV-8 now deployed on the field. Stug can, of course, slowly pick away at it. The Kenworthers can ping away at it. It all depends how quickly they can kill it. And we also have Flame Hetzer on the field as well. Got a bounce and a pen. Stug is advancing, still a bit wounded. Flame Hetzer is trying to get some fire in, and we do have the Assault Officer Aura not being deployed out. He's force firing the ground as well, very nice. But he's a bit missing with the Hetzer. Of course, he's force firing the ground. Land Mattress Barrage now raining on in. May find some of these units. We'll find a bit of Stug. Stug does roll a miss there. And is going to retreat back through the barrage. Does receive some damage there. And we've got the Flame Hetzer trying to advance on forward. Does load up his KV-8 with the 45mm. Cromwell advancing, getting a good hit there onto the Stug. Stug will take 3 shots to kill. Does send a pen there out as well. The Kenworth does get a good hit there. Cromwell does go down, foolishly. The Kenworth does get decrewed. There's some AT grenades here. We will see an AT satchel. One AT satchel has been thrown on top of the Hetzer. The Hetzer does have 640 health, so severely wounded. And he does have the flame gun still alive, so that Penal Battalion's not going to like that Hetzer. And drops all of his AT rifles there. Drops a pair of AT rifles. Not sure what squad should pick them up. Volksgrenadiers have no upgrades over here, so maybe them. Who needs Panzerstrike Volksgrenadiers that no longer exist? Well, I don't get AT rifle Volksgrenadiers, like in my mod. May see a Panzerfaust here, but I don't think that's enough damage. No, he's decided to capture up the Kenworfer and completely fails. And here comes the off-map rocket barrage. We got the mass aura ability again, getting some great damage onto those Sturm Pioneer or shock troops. One of the shock troops may get wiped. And it looks like he does not get wiped. No, he's still pursuing. He gets a model on the other squad. He does get the wipe there on that squad. He's maybe trying to go deeper for that other squad. It's actually that other shock troop is sitting a bit more damage here. Stroke is advancing, severely wounded, so is the KV-8. The other shock troop does go down, using the target weak point, which does reduce damage, but does blind the vehicle. Katusha Barrage is raining on in, does roll a bounce there. He may be able to get the Katusha. The Katusha is still just right there. And the Katusha does actually go down there. Does use the 45mm. Trying to crawl forward, trying to circle the Stug with the 45mm. And does take up the KV-8 there. Throws out a smoke grenade on top of the Stug, trying to blind it, but was unsuccessful. Flameheads is advancing, needs the Obersaus and his teammates Obersaus in advance as well. Land Mattress Barrage raining on in. Flameheads getting some more burning. Still got the AT rifles advancing. Obersaus is severely wounded, needs to fall back. They did not capture the central VP. We do have a Jagdpanzer here. I do like the Jagdpanzer. Against the fight against the land matches, the Katusha goes down, but he has gone for fortifications. Could be possible to get out Pack 43 right here. Be a bit risky, but could pay out. Does salvage that carcass. Very nice. Getting some great damage there onto those forces. And here comes a Katusha Barrage. Stukas of Foos now raining on in somewhere.
You now have a new comet tag.
Looks like he largely missed there. And he is deploying on Pack 43. So you will have a lot of anti-tank assets on the field. With the Stug, the Jagdpanzer, and the Pack 43. So the Axis players do have plenty of AT. The Recon Run will spot the stuff. Now the land matches are barraging the Pack 43 just yet. Flame Hetzer advancing. He is getting some AT rifle fire. Has worked for barrage. Massive barrage from this sector. Trying to hit that Pack 43. And even the wide spread's hitting these forces here as well. The spread is actually going all around the Pack 43. That's a field overblitz, the map overblitz. He hasn't rebuilt one over here. Stroke efficiency too. And now we've got these forces advancing on the left side. Does receive a nice light hit there. Pack 43 still has half its gun health and its health. Flame Hetzer, there's two Flame Hetzer on the field. Okay. Seeing his teammates have a Stug, Pack 43, and Jagdpanzer, that's actually... that's probably good enough for anti-tank. We do have an IS-2 here, so... we've got one person specializing in anti-infantry. He does have 3 Volcano of his own, so he does have a lot of AT. He has to be very careful of the land mattress like the Pack 43, but the Pack 43 can draw the fire for that. And perfect in bringing that up to his teammates Pack 43. It's a bit vulnerable, but that could be very, very useful. And his teammates reinforcing it now. Very nice. Will the Storm Pioneers repair the gun? Yes, he's going to repair the gun. Just make sure you Q move it away after away from the pack once you're done, so it doesn't get barraged or tighter barrage. Looks like I got the rocket barrage now raining on in. Getting some good hits there, multiple good hits. Does get a decrew there on the Maxim, and this Mechanowarfare, captured Mechanowarfare is getting burned alive. Not a recon run. These guys have not rotated away from it, so they're going to sustain a lot of land matches fire. Gotta Q move away after you get done repairs. Land matches barrage is raining on in. Has he? Okay, he has moved away. Oh no, no, no! He's land match barraging right there. That's a great spot for the land matches barrage.
That was a comet tank.
Fire! Suppressive fire!
So yeah, great placement of that land match barrage. No complaints from there. That recon run spotted everything, and he picked out a great spot there. Assume he was going for the Pack 43, but he didn't. And Brumbar's receiving quite a bit of pens as well. We do have a defensive Bofors there. Okay. None of the active supplies have any airstrikes to call in, so I'm not sure why he went for that. Snuka Safus raining on in somewhere. Largely missed whatever I was trying to hit. I see some sort of smoking wrench up there. Maybe it did hit something. Landmarks barrage is avoiding out. We do also got a forward repair HQ here. Something's being called on right here. I'm not so sure what though. It's an allied airstrike at the loiter. So second Pack 43 has been blown out. So both two players have blown out Pack 43. That's going to annihilate any medium vehicle in an instant. Since they both do 320 damage, and medium vehicles do have 640 health. So that's double, and that can double tap and kill any medium vehicle, assuming they both hit. But we do have flanking shock troops here, something being called on as well. But he's going to try to retreat back early away. Got British artillery. IS-2 now advancing on the flank. Does get a good hit there on the Flame Hetzler, which will save that other shock troop. And these guns have... Oh, they are firing. Good amount of hits there onto those forces, and I hit my microphone again. Also, a basic flak batter here can be useful shooting down aircraft. So now there's two IS-2s deployed now. I just realized there's two IS-2s. Pack 43 does get a good hit there. This one's still decrewed. Oh, lots of damage there. IS-2 is advancing. Getting good hit there. I don't even know if that Bofors score hasn't been spotted yet. But either way, the IS-2s will receive quite a bit of bonus punishment from these Pack 43s. Repairing it and reinforcing it is going to be very necessary. And he should have forward reinforcements from that HQ. Yes, he does. Rolls some misses there. IS-2's making advance. Pack 43 rolling on over. Lots of AT, and there goes the IS-2. More artillery raining on in. I'm not sure what type of artillery though. It's not incendiary barrage. This is more base artillery. Brumbar severely wounded. And looks like land match barrages are raining on in as well. This one's a bit more protected from land matches thanks to this HQ, but the HQ itself is receiving quite a bit of fire. Another airstrike coming on in. Flame Hetzlers need to perhaps just get away from those AT satchels. This one is dancing around, does get severely damaged. This AT gun fully goes down there, and there goes that Flame Hetzler. Trying to build another Pack 43 to cancel that. He does cancel that. And the flak emplacement will go down. Sukasfu's raiding on or in somewhere. Looks like a far barrage. May get the snipers. No, it does not. And the rocket barrage right there. I do have this open blitz not receiving fire. Does receive PTRS fire, killing it off instantly. Repair HQ is still alive, but barely. It's also MG inside of it for now. An AT satchel has been thrown on top of the Pak-43. Does retreat back. Enough to get it to crew, but not enough to get it destroyed. Its incendiary barrage now raining on in, and these grenadiers are receiving a lot of fire. We've got Zero artillery also raining on in. There's also 2 snipers here. They haven't really accomplished all too much this game. And a strafing support will suppress these squads. Very nice. Ooh. So also does go down.
We are losing Soldat.
This barrage is also raining on in, but this landmass barrage is... Oh, good Zis barrage. Jagdpanzer making its way forward. Pak-43 has not been rebuilt. This one has been built. This one has been built back here. A bit too far back. What they need is actually probably some Luff 18s, not Pak-43s. They're getting sieged by artillery, and Luff 18s would help them siege those land mattresses. Does need to hold fire safe, so mainly targets. This HQ could potentially go down by that land mattress barrage, depending on the scatter of the rockets and the placement of them. Blue has to pull out a King Tiger. The HQ is still alive for now. Got a lot of commandos here. Comtake is advancing. Brumbar is trying to hit the officer. Not a whole lot of AT here to deal with this King Tiger, so the King Tiger can roam, establish his domain in the center of the map. Orange thought about assaulting down south. It's still this MG42. One model lost from a sniper. Another Lordo coming in by the Soviet player. Do we have any sort of anti-aircraft other than the base HQs by the Axis players? I don't believe so. All the sauces fully get wiped there. Drop the LMG. And also got a senior barrage there. They're fighting tooth and nail for these VPs, even though they both have a lot of VPs right now. Good incendiary barrage there by the Sukasafus.
Taking ground fire.
Pak-43 trying to line up on this S-35, but it is just out of range. The Kenworth and King Tiger over here. The British has taken a bit of a beating, could potentially go down, but probably not anytime soon. The Kenworth should perhaps capture the central VP, because that could have been captured up. Pioneers rushing on forward. So he's going to pick up that end. No, he's not going to pick up the LMG. It's not a good squad for the LMG, so if another squad can come pick it up, I would say pick it up. Perhaps could pick up PTRS, because nobody really wants to pick up those. Looks like the Kenworth are trying to get some hits there on the Pak-43. Very nice. Light could potentially save it, perhaps smoke it out. Here comes another land matches barrage. S-35 moving its way forward. These guys do get suppressed by the MG42. I think there's actually a smoke grenade thrown. Yeah, the smoke grenade has been thrown, even though I don't see it. And yeah, seeing how they're right there, they threw the smoke grenade right there. Does get suppressed right there. Molotov has been thrown. Ooh, target weak points there from the Pak-43, which does stun the vehicle. Jagdpanzer trying to push them forward, and there goes the IS-2 to the Pak-43.
Another vehicle has been lost in the defense of the
Good hits there. And we do have a Katusha here. No kills at the moment, bit of damage.
Sturmovik close air support is available. The squad of pioneers has arrived.
Nice little recon pass.
A fresh officer has arrived.
Land mattress looks like hitting this general area here. Stuka's first designed for a counter barrage. That's going to be a good counter barrage. Left 18 has been put on out. Direct hit there, decrewing both of those guns. And actually good hits there on this S-55, taking it down below half health. Firefly's been deployed on out, very understandable. There's also deploying out a T-34-76, not going for another IS-2. It's about on cooldown anyways. But he could charge forward and with the IS-2. Res reorders assault over here. We do got some more rocket artillery hitting those Vickenwerfers. MG-42 captured MG-42 from his teammate. Is advancing. We'll find a good angle right there. Up north, we do got the Brumbar still sieging. Orange making a big assault on this across the bridge soon. The bridge is a little bit wounded. The land matches have been recruited. I don't know why, but he may have lost a squad for that capture. Did lose one of the commando squads right there. Dropped the Gren, which one of the Grenadiers should pick that up. That's a good weapon for the Grenadiers. I do get straight there a bit. More straights coming in, fully pinning some of those squads. Shock troops are charging forward, and it does get overwhelmed thanks to the suppression. And that's not zeroing artillery. Ah, that's the rocket barrage. Brumbar has a bit of hit, but it's at efficiency 3. And the King Tiger has a damaged engine. Repair engineers advancing. And we also got a flak half-track here. Blue's making some more heavy assaults up north. We do have a Eagle Owl half-track, or Eagle Eye. I forget what exactly it was called. But we got the infrared half-track. VP is being recaptured. They don't really need to worry about getting that fuel point anymore. They have plenty of fuel for a good while. No, Cyan can always use a bit more. But they need to, of course, always fight for the VPs at this point in the game. He does fly flak half track, or flak emplacement, calling Ein just to hit those aircraft. Does get gunned down there. And uses the sieging barrage on top of the bridge. So second King Tiger has been deployed out. Blue is at pop cap. Won't be able to deploy any more squads. Yellow is basically at pop cap as well. Once you reinforce the MG-42, maybe we'll get out another Pioneer. That's about it. Cinder grenade thrown. There's a lot of penals and shock troops there. Katusha and Su-85 as well. Katusha could be a bit problematic to these Vickenwerfer. Close range barrage can quickly wipe them out. Sturm Pioneers advancing. I think already in that area to really engage them. King Tiger just needs to back off to engage these guys. MG-34 still is packing up. And here comes the Katusha barrage. The Vickenwerfers do fire on that Su-85, but one of them does miss. And he does suppress his, does hit his own shock troop there with the Katusha barrage largely. Su-85 does back away. We've got a friendly IS-2 from red supporting orange. Multiple bounces all across the line. There we go. First, finally got a pin. And we got the shock troop here does get a pin, but these Pinos managed to destroy the gun entirely. Over here, Brumbar and King Tigers making advance. Looks like some tulips did rain on forward. Does roll a miss there, and was fighting against the wrong target. But Kenworth does get a good hit there. And there goes the Stug. Brumbar getting some good hits there onto the commandos. Pack 43 is here to support. Looks like these forces are just out of range. Over here, we got the Pioneers trying to engage conscripts. Good hit there on with the King Tiger. And we got a incendiary Molotov being thrown. Does get some splash there. Does get these guys suppressed a bit.
We have lost an MG team.
Does throw an incendiary grenade there. Does throw a satchel there. Does dodge it. Spots some repairing engineers trying to stop them. Though the S-35 has got repaired up, so it can withstand 3 regular tank shots. But against the King Tiger, it still only needs 3 shots to kill. Does get a Panzerfaust off. And does get fully wiped there. In the center, we got the commandos and the officer pushing his way forward. The King Tiger is severely wounded. Pack 43 does get decrewed. The Ag Panzer does receive some hits there as well. The repair HQ does go down as well.
Receiving effective fire.
Another Lloyd are coming on board. And we got a good hit there on the King Tiger. We do have the land mattress getting a barrage here, largely missing. And Commandos going to say hello. That Pioneer squad won't last very long. Six Foos getting a good hit there on the land mattress. Nothing else though. VPs are in favor of the axis of the Allies by about a little over 100. We do have two left 18s here. Commandos, of course, have pushed forward, avoiding the fire, but the Kenworth may find a shot here or there. Oh, does find that Commando squad there. It does reveal him. And here comes the infrared half track. Of course, he cannot reveal these guys, and there goes infrared half. Oh, just gets the searchlight destroyed. Brumbar sieging barrage since he spotted that one with the left 18, forcing him back. Pinos making an advance. We have an MG bunker here, but does get flanked and destroyed.
One of our forward structures has been destroyed.
Commandos will get the first strike attack there. Those throw a gamma bomb there. Treats back both the squads there. Brumbar does get a good hit there on the Commandos, but he could just stealth away and get passive healing on. Good hit there. Does take out that Firefly, very nice. Yellow's Panther's now charging forth. Does spot the sniper there because he retreated back. And there goes the Su-85 to a Pack 43, I believe. Does ram the Panther there, but nothing in the area to really kill it off. Nothing. That's a land match. It's not a 6-pounder. Miles Soldiers start reverse moving away. And Cannon Warfare does get a good hit there. Nisa uses one of his legs to suppress the smoke that, but does lose the Panther. So I suppose he does get the kill. Very nice. And the left 18 is now running on in. 2 SCV-5s, shock troops. We do have some MP-40 Volks. And we've got the MP40 Volks now charging forward, but they won't be able to contest with shock troops. Shock troops are basically the premier CQB squad in the game. Not a bunch of reservists with MP40s going to be really engaging the shock troops at close range. We've got some White Phosphorus artillery landmaster barrage coming in. Very nice. He's starting to salvage some of these guns as well. And commandos are charging forward. King Tiger does get a good hit there, point blank. Up here, so we've got a bit of fire here. Does get a throw a Panzerfaust off, but that's MP40 Volks do go down. Good hits there. King Tiger is advancing. Panther's also here to support. There's an IS-2 there, but with two SUD-5s, he's going to be focus firing. Holds fire, focus fire. Does see the Katyusha there as well. King Tiger is not advancing. Panthers are going to be backing away now. And good hold fire there to ensure that he fires his one shot against that low health SUD-5. We do see breakthrough here, so it does have some suppressive fire on this King Tiger, but you guys got some nice AT rifles there against severely wounded actions on that Jagdpanzer. The Jagdpanzer does go down, does get two AT satchels on top of the King Tiger. Brumbar does get some good hits there, does get the engine damage there. And here comes the Katyusha barrage trying to hit the repairing engineers. Both these vehicles are quite wounded. We may see another AT satchel here. Brumbar does have his rear armor exposed. Good hits there. We'll get an AT satchel off on that King Tiger, but no, he gets interrupted, thinks the King Tiger shot.
Point your rifle and pull the trigger.
Pack 43 does find a good angle there. Tulips do connect, and the King Tiger does get a good hit in return. The King Tiger just needs to get two shots and to kill more shots on it to kill it. As this King Tiger is advancing, may find a great shot there on the Pino squad, thanks to the fact that he's had a big line of sight shot blocker behind him. Another infrared half track has been deployed on out. Brumbar does get a good hit there. Ooh, good hits there. Panzerwerfer barrage raining on in, getting some great hits there onto the Obstwatzen. Fresh Brumbar advancing. Will find a good hit there on the Bekenwerfer. Does get it decrewed. Shock troops running on forward, but getting sent to a grindstone. He gets another shot off that could finish 2 squad wipes there. No, he does not. He's prioritized fire on with his King Tiger. Start hitting those vehicles. Or no, he's not going to advance. T-34, IS-2, SUD-5s, Firefly. Still a good number of Pack 43s in the area, that's for sure. They've been constantly building those Pack 43s. And they're doing a good job of decrewing them. But maybe a good idea to not decrew them right before your assault. Just, like, launch the barrage right before you do your assault to decrew it. And then you can go in without it firing rather than being recrewed by now and reinforced and repaired. Brumbar, good hit there. Panther charging forward, blitzing forward, rolls a miss there. Commandos have used hold fire state. Oh, spots the being built Pack 43, and he has not responded yet. That's going to be good damage. Pack 43 is still at full health, so go ahead and get that canceled for a, was it full refund or 75% refund? Commandos is severely wounded, does retreat back there. Does more rocket barrage running on in. Incendiary Warframe barrage coming on in. Does capture the point in. Now here comes a loiter to hit all these units. There is a flak emplacement in the back line. Pack 43 is still at full health for its gun. And has hold fire state. Receive a massive hit there, and the PTRS rifles could potentially finish it off. Here's a smoke barrage, its own Brumbar. Brumbar's gun's down. Gotta get out there, and no.
Enemy has destroyed a Panzer.
Great Brumbar barrage there.
We have 100 points remaining.
S-35 has been deployed on out. The King Tiger has hold fire on. This King Tiger is also rotating over. Those PTRSs have not been picked up. And that gun was destroyed. Does throw a bundle grenade there. And received a frag grenade there. It does take out that Firefly. There's also a Soviet landmine there. Where's those Pioneers to finish off that Pack 43? Yep, they're queued up right there. He does ram the Vet 3 Brumbar. We do have Zero artillery, but the Commandos are currently stealthed. Another recon run coming up forward. Smoke rounds raining on in from the officer. We may see some bundle grenades. IS-2 engaging from the side. Multiple grenades thrown. Assassin squad does get wiped there. Commandos are severely wounded. Does fall back there now. But the Overwatch Doctrine still has some targets there, depending if they have vision of them. IS-2 is trying to fall on back. Does receive a pen there. The bridge still has plenty of health remaining. Does get suppressed there by the King Tiger. And not taking the T-34 is not necessarily a half bad thing, because it's immobile, gun being destroyed. It's being picked away by the Brumbar. Does go down to the Brumbar.
We have lost one of our armored vehicles.
And IS-2 is severely wounded, trying to get repaired up. Panther is in the mix. The Pendermal can help stop the repairs. Does receive an SU-85 shot there. Firefly's advancing. May see some tulip rockets to save the IS-2. But sending us... That's how the bounce is. We may see tulip rockets right about now. Those roll another bounce there. The IS-2 has the same armor as the King Tiger. It has a lot of armor, and the IS-2 managed to save a life thanks to its armor. And does not get the kill there on the IS-2. The IS-2 backed away a bit of time ago.
Rocket launcher on the field.
Jagdpanzer being deployed on out. And a reinforcement half-track. I doubt that's going to be a full flame half-track. Ooh, lots of hits there onto the Sturmpanzer. He will back away from that. No garrisons the area from the man up in order to get repair engineers. Yeah, probably the closest one's probably this one here. King Tigers are both advancing across the river. SU-5 does go down to the Volcanowarfers. There's a landmine here. I think that's swept. There's a Katusha there that went down. And that landmine is swept. I'm not sure from what though. There we go, minesweepers are here. Blue's King Tigers are very far forward, or Scions. Blues can come over here to support him.
Crew has been
Firefly can go around and get some point blank tulip shots. Line up the tulip shots now. Does get an AT grenade off. Main gun or engine damaged. And looks like the Vet 3 King Tiger here will go down. There's a lot of firepower coming down on it. Blue's Yagcon's pushing the way forward. It's going to body block his teammate's King Tiger, but I think it's going to be down before that point. Yep. Ooh.
Lost contact with a heavy tank.
Landmash White Frost's shots have really high penetration rates, apparently. Sukusafu's training on in. Gets a great hit there. But Cannon Warfers will need to fall back. Because they're going to get fragged there. Good damage there. King Tiger gets a deadly hit there. Ooh, good hits there by the King Tiger. More smokes coming in, very nice. And I also got another loiter. Good hits there onto the MG42, and the PaK-43 does get decrewed, but with the Yagpons in their area, he still can't bring in armor quite so easily. One bounce there, miss, and pen. Rocket barrage coming in by the OKW player. And Kamadas will escape on out of there before receiving all that fire. Over here, we got the IS-2 and combat engineers capture some points. We got the infrared half track, a Opal Blitz back at home, over right there. Does have Battle Group HQ for heals as well. And these PTRS, ooh, one sticky bomb does connect. Takes out that Jagdpanzer. Another sticky bomb will come forward. Almost getting that guy. And he's got a couple more AT rifle shots there and takes out both of the Jagdpanzer with the Penals. We got a Zero artillery raining on in. Does take out the Cannon Warfers. And does take out the Penal squad there. And the Zero artillery, of course, following where those squads were and saying a lot of friendly fire damage there. And good stun shot there onto the Panzer IV. I didn't realize this high explosive shot can also stun vehicles. That's good to know. A little bit high. And there goes the Panzer IV. And the other P rained high as well. IS-2 is advancing. Combat engineers do get fully pinned there. Brumbar is trying to run away from these T-34 76s. And MG does go down there. Flame Hetzer and Vikenworth are trying to advance, but the Flame Hetzer cannot deal with the IS-2. Even on a good day of the week. Katyusha raining on in. Perhaps straight around here. Yep. Looks like this was recruited by the officer. Shock troops are charging on in. We may see AT grenade as well. Though we may see a satchel charge on top of PaK-43. Nice squad wipe there. Ooh, another squad wipe. PaK gun does get decrewed there. 2 Katyusha here. One from each player, or each Soviet, I should say. Landmaster's Barrage raining on in. Looks like way over here. Brumbar maybe eyeing for a bunker buster, but I see that's on cooldown. And there goes that shock troop. IS-2 could potentially push on 4. There's just only Vikenorf in the area. 2 Vikenorfers with 4 reinforcements. More smoke rounds, very nice. Vikenorfers getting some great hits there. The MG34 is getting severely wounded. Is being reinforced now. But now we've got the Pino Peter Arsis get some good hits there onto the Opal Blitz again.
Anti-tank gun has taken the field.
And also get them both of them suppressed. The Vikenorf is going to rotate around. And now True Pioneers coming to advance, but we do have these T-34s, so these Vikenorfs need to advance forward. There's 3 Flame Hetzlers. Why are there 3 Flame Hetzlers? There's a drop trend here. Panther, King Tiger, and Jagdpanzer does take up the Firefly there. Another Firefly here. This one has tulips. But that's going to be a firing, and that Firefly will go down. And Flame Hetzers coming to support as well. Gotta make sure the anti-vehicles does take up the Yellow Panther there. And Expicer's going to charge on 4. The Flame Hetzers can draw quite a bit of fire for his for the anti-vehicle assets. Does miss the stun shot. Actually, no, it does get the Flame Hetzer there. We may see AT grenade there. We do see heat grenade there from the engineers, sappers. The Jagdpanzer does go down. Flame Hetzers need to start focusing on that. No, they don't really need to force focusing on the Piet squad because the Piet's already threw their AT grenade. We may see a crush there. Oh, but the T-34 is coming in the rear, getting some great rear armor hits there on the King Tiger. Panther's gun facing rotating the wrong direction there. King Tiger needs to turn off breakthrough. And great encirclement there. T-34 is just causing so much havoc, allowing the IS-2 to get some free shots in there. And the S-35 is also advancing. There goes another Hetzer. I thought that was going to be a great push there by the Axe players, but the Allies really pulled it in. Does try to ram the Hetzer. I would have rammed the Panther. Does ram the Panther now. And we do have this IS-2 severely wounded. Could push on forward. Is there any Pack 43s? No Pack 43s. And Brumbar does take up that T-34 once again. And heavy mortar barrage coming in from the officer. Could pick up the Bren with that squad. Down south, we got a sniper. I'll say keep the sniper in hold fire state and just keep at the edge of the capture, allowing and spot for the IS-2 to hit incoming capping infantry. We got a Comet tank now pushes way forward. Loose Panther is still alive, but still really wounded. Good Cannon Warfare hit there. There's multiple Cannon Warfares now raining on in. More T-34s being built. Probably a good idea. Flak half track may put in a better position to help engage the aircraft again. And good hits there. We got these Shroom Pioneers making their way forward. We may see some Zist barrages onto them. Ooh, good hit there. He does fall back to both of those squads. Looks like another Flame Hetzer is on the build queue. War artillery being called on in. And there's a number of those are telemines. And that was actually a telemine right there, so he's carpet mined the entire area. That was a regular smoke shot, so didn't detonate the telemine that the Panther was on top of. And there goes that Comet tank. Panther's running on forward, does drop one of the MG-42s, the LMGs. More rocket barrages raining on in. And the officer cannot pick up that LMG, nor can the commandos. And there's actually another dropped LMGs, so there's 2 dropped LMGs. Can the medics can? No, they cannot.
Panther, ready to move. Work completed.
Panther's fully repaired. Another recon run, very nice. There's one PaK-43 right here. There was defensive PaK-43, does get a good hit there. And the infrared half-track does go down. Down south, we do have the Kenworthers engaging snipers. And we've got Nope, a loiter coming on in. And looks like the defense crews are getting some good hits there. And there we go, wiped out by the Flame Hetzers. Sugafus, good incendiary effect there. Annihilating the shock troops.
We have taken the enemy down to 50 points.
Another Jagdpanzer on the build queue. And looks like the Soviet players will manage to capture the central VP. Great hit there onto that squad. And does get an AT grenade off. Lots of explosions coming in, that's for sure. Trying to hit all these units, but they're largely just missing. Volksgrenadiers, fresh squad of Volksgrenadiers are pushing the way forward. Cooking to pick up some AT rifles. Now still multiple drop AT rifles. Flame Hetzers making their advance, but there's going to be multiple T-34 76s and the IS-2 advancing the southern sector. He does have access to 4 of a Kenworther. Maybe a good idea to get out is King Tiger. And we've got Zero artillery here, Gamma Bomb right there. 1 model left on the Volksgrenadier may be burned up by that Molotov. Flame Hetzer does go down. There's a lot of anti-tank here. Bombard pushes forward. Bombard does go down. Axis players down to the 30, last 33 tickets. Flame Hetzler does go down here. And the Kenworthers all rotated around, so wouldn't be able to engage these forces. T-34 is coming for a flank onto the Kenworther. We got Zero artillery raining on in. Does lose his Volksgrenadiers there. IS-2 will manage to keep on out there, but Kenworthers need to start hitting these T-34s. Does have 4 of them there, so they can, if they all hit, they can one-shot one of these T-34s. Line up shot, and no 1 hit. 2 fired, 1 miss. Plus he's showing the MG-34 and not the Kenworther. Allies are down to the last 103 tickets, while the Axis players down to the last 33.
Continue the push. They are now at 100 points.
2 more Kenworthers are being deployed. And looks like the Axis players has actually surrendered. Overall, very good game by both sides. A lot of action. This is Iron Grade saying thank you for watching and signing off. And that's the end of that replay. While that's going on, I need to use the restroom. And I am back. Sorry about that. Had to use the restroom. If anybody joined in the stream afterwards. I can feel my frame rate starting to go down. I need to restart Company Heroes 2 because this is a game where you have to restart the game every so often. Okay, that's closed out. Still loading. And now it's fully closed. There we go. Assume you get a new chair. This chair is squeaking too much.
Sega.
Yep, and this is one I just did. And let's go ahead and get started with casting this one. Yep. While that's loading, I want to check on something. There we go. Fog of War. Pause the game. Here's the camera angle. I also need to get those back up going, and that should be good to go. Oh, let's go and get started. Greetings everyone, and Grade here with another Company Heroes 2 replay. Spawn on the north side as the British player, we Hank from Breaking Bad. Spawning on his teammate as the blue USF player, we have a foreign name. Spawn on the south side as the Wehrmacht player, we have Dirty Finisherman. And his teammate as the OKW player, we have Lush Meadow. Feels like I'm on game one headphone at the moment. Nope, I'm getting in both headphones. Storm Pioneers are making their advance, trying to capture up some sectors. Looks like he's going to go straight for this regular sector right here, or perhaps for this garrison. Probably for the garrison. Oh, his teammate just capturing up some points with his Pioneers. We do got a Grenadier here. No MG42, going straight for a Sniper. And with this garrison here, it would be very hard to displace them. There's a couple spots right here to fight from. You have 4 or 5 spots there, and no spots on this side. And now the Storm Pioneers starting to make their advance, trying to lay down some wires as well. And intersections will potentially get some good shots there. He is behind heavy cover there, so did receive less damage and accuracy there. And there goes the wire. He probably could just stay behind this heavy cover there, just to be just annoying as he can. Just hold off the ground, hold the opponents off.
Steady up, man.
Pathfinders, camouflage, capturing the points. It looks like he's gone for Pathfinders.
Cover your sector.
Oh yeah, I need to do this. Forgot to do that.
Pathfinders reporting in.
Now everything's lined up a bit more properly. Volksgrenadier are engaging the intersections. We do have the Sturmpioneers do drop a model there. And there's advancing MG. He could hop inside the garrison. He didn't really see he perhaps he didn't see the MG. And the Sturmpioneer could eventually go down. He's getting focused, but did not get the kill there. Nothing on the retreat path. He has been behind a bit of heavy cover there, and that one model could select the squad to be surprised, but that's when they actually get focused down first.
Target secured.
And I need to get my drink open. So you may hear a bit of a sound. Vickers having a hard time engaging the heavy cover. Quite understandable. Reduced suppression and higher suppression recovery. Dr. Lock-in, Royal Engineers, so he's able to bring out some repair, salvage, recovery engineers, I should say. Snipers making his advance, does get a hit there on the rear echelon, a low value target. And the rear echelons do get a Pioneer model there, very nice. Pathfinders is stealthing around, spotting, that sort of thing. Has he noticed those Pathfinders before? Only Pathfinders have been pointed out, so he knows about Pathfinders. So it's triple Pathfinder, no riflemen. Maybe a good idea to get out a US mortar, because with the stealth Pathfinders, he's able to spot for a mortar to hit, say, MG42, but his one actually does not have an MG42.
Our headquarters has been improved. We can now build light mechanized infantry.
Light mechanized infantry can be built, so we could see some Panzer Grenadiers. We probably will see an early 222. Pioneers are following him back. Yeah, it's possible we could see a half-track, but we're probably going to see a 222.
Pioneers ready for anything.
Vickers getting healed up by one of his infantry section, the three-man infantry section right there. He's also is pushing forward a two-man squad as well. There's no windows on the side, so engaging that will be perfectly fine, and that Vickers actually is in the arc radius as well, which could be either good or bad, because it may distract the Vickers. LMG's getting some great hit on those recovery engineers. And we do have this Volksgrenadier still receiving quite a bit of fire. Getting some good damage there onto that house. There's two second Volksgrenadiers advancing. Does throw a gamma bomb onto that front door. Does back out the other front door. Which way's front? This is actually probably the back door, because the railroad's over here, so perhaps it's the front door?
Aufgepasst. The command vehicle has converted to a static building.
Gain some great damage there. And I hear a Pack Howitzer. Pack Howitzer has been deployed. That's going to be very, very deadly. And also got the Pathfinders pushing way forward. How? Okay, he does have a lot of... I just see like a lot of squads in the field. But squads are just very spread out. We do got these two Grenadiers engaging the Pack Howitzer. We do got 2-2 now advancing, forcing back all the squads since they don't have any effective anti-vehicle weapon. They could stand there and fight, but he'd rather not to. He was sustained a lot of bleed by that. Throws out a smoke grenade, very nice. Pack Howitzer trying to hit these forces, very good, but of course obviously missed. That was not a barrage build, that was an auto attack. Captain and rear echelon are advancing. And we do have an MG bunker here. No bazooka on either squads, of course.
Field ordnance is
so this bunker can slowly go down based on machine gun fire. Perhaps the getting upgrade the Bard help. I know he's out of radius, and the Wehrmacht snipers in the area, so it looks like he won't be able to do anything, get any work done over here. Retreating back now is probably the best option. And I've got the 2-2 now advancing, trying to engage these forces.
Half-track is ready for orders.
We do have an AA half-track deployed on out.
Enemy forces are securing our territory.
Good hits there onto the 2-2. It does fall back with the squad. Over here, we got Shroom Pioneers inside the garrison. Gamma Bomb has been thrown. He does dodge it out, but sustained a bit of splash there. He's going to skirt around the flanks. The Shroom Pioneers need to fall back relatively soon because they need a lot of healing. He has support on Battle Group HQ, so don't have to rely on a teammate building him a med bunker. We got some STG folks here. The Shroom Pioneers need to back off and get healed right now. Just far too low. And this Pack Howitzer could destroy that structure. Almost did. But next round will destroy the structure. Pack Howitzer barrage raining on in. We do have these 2-2s eyeing to advance.
The enemy is attempting to steal our sector.
And you got the AA half-track kind of pushing forward to engage. The AA half-track can beat a duel, but we've got Pack 4 finding a great angle right there. It does have hold fire state. Will manage to escape on out of there, but sustain massive amounts of damage. 2-2 could advance and charge on in. He does have to worry about rifle fire, and he does not have the bulletin for increased defense or increased armor for the 2-2. Rifle grenade thrown, a complete whiff. The half-track has been healed quite significantly. It's on the retarget to that 2-2 now. And we got the M180 gun getting a good hit there on the 2-2. Does roll a miss there with the other M180 gun shot. Pack 4 is trying to push him forward, trying to engage that AA half-track. Pushing very far forward. We do have a Pack Howitzer here still. And we do also have a fighting position going on down. Or going on up. Is it down or up? As you're digging a hole, but the hole is up going upwards. Those Pack Houses barraging the wrong sector. Plus the recovery engineers had an upgraded for a Minesweeper. And we got a Pack 40 getting some good hits there onto the A half-track once again. He has loaded up that fighting position with a rear echelon to get the free grenades. But it is receiving some hits there. You could potentially barrage it with either smoke or high explosives on top of that. Oh no, wait, the Pack Howitzer doesn't get smoke barrages.
300 points remaining. The enemy has destroyed an emplacement.
And that machine gun placement does go down. I wonder if it actually got fully upgraded. I think it did. STG folks behind that heavy cover. Very nice. And does use a heroic charge on with the recovery engineers. They don't have the Minesweeper there. And gain some good damage in, but they're going to sustain a lot of damage in return. Recovery engineers and Volksranger do fall back. Does throw a Gamma Bomb there. Finds a shoe mine. And that Gamma Bomb there will prevent the squad wipe because the forcing to not shoot at him. Captain Central VP He does have vision, so starting to engage from long range.
Promotion!
And we've got some artillery being called on in by the officer. He's not responding just yet. Takes a bit of time for the first round to come on in. Does avoid it in time. Vermox Cyber has his first kill. The US player is charging forward against it. And the assault officer is receiving some assault grenades. Looks like he's gone for the special operations doctrine.
He's trying to take a point from us.
Flak half-track does force back those Volks Grenadiers.
Someone's shooting us!
Grenadiers do try to advance one forward, but do get suppressed by the AA half-track, which is still very much alive. Over on the right side, we do have a whole bunch of infantry advancing, while these Volks Grenadiers are trying to be passive, stay to the heavy cover. Need to pass get the other squad to push forward a little bit. Either go for light cover, or sort of just hang back to get the other squad to help fire as well. Ooh, Pack Howitzer getting some great hits on the Pack gun. Tutu's making his advance, has hold fire stayed on. So it is getting some good fire there. Volkswagen are behind some of this heavy cover. Of course, there's a lot of heavy cover on this map, especially for this area right here. Pack Howitzer pushing forward, getting some good hits there on the Volkswagen here, and do hear Panzer IV. And we have another tank being deployed on now. It's another Panzer IV, so 2 Panzer IVs have been deployed. We only have an AC and 6-pounder here. That's enough to take back the ward away against 1. Good hits there onto the AA half-track. And that AA half-track does go down.
Light vehicle just got destroyed. One of our fighting positions is sustaining fire.
Does get some good suppression there on those Volks Grenadiers. And the Volks Grenadiers are now falling on back. Patrol Pioneers are being supported by these Panzer IVs. No Pinto Mount's almost being built there. There's no Pinto Mount. Oh, there is a Pinto Mount on the magenta one. And it looks like the recovery engineers will manage to capture the point and will be falling on back, but soft retreating way to something.
Scout car awaiting orders.
Armor car may make its way forward to somewhere. Does receive a miss there by the AT gun. Gamma bomb was thrown. And these forces are getting quite grouped up. Could be a good time for a rifle grenade. One of the Grenadier squads do fall back, but they're getting way overwhelmed, getting focused down. We have a lag here. And the 2 Panzer IVs, of course. US player needs to get out a Jackson or Sherman tank as soon as possible to help engage these Panzer IVs. Jackson probably be a little bit better. Ooh! Or just walk in right there and die. Found a lot of AT. AEC is quite wounded as the Panzer IVs make its advance.
An anti-tank gun.
And multiple hits there. Large advancement of infantry here. And the Shun Pioneers are receiving quite a bit of fire right now. Volksgrenadiers are sticking back to the heavy cover. And the Volksgrenadier squad will be forced on back. Lag here could get overran. Panzer IV could actually get some great shots there. It does get a good shot there. And there's a repair bunker here. He has locked in Doctrine, the Joint Operations Doctrine, which of course allows him to deploy out these reinforced repair bunkers as well as the garrison structures for repair engineers.
We're losing a capture point.
Console side will be coming on in, getting some good, which allows some great spotting, but a White Phosphorus barrage here could be very annoying for this Wehrmacht player. Panzer IV making his assault. Use both saber rounds, but this one's not actually set on up. 1-2 hit, and their high rate of fire could easily get the kill on the Panzer IV if it stayed in the area. Volksgrenadiers, multiple Volksgrenadiers making their advance, getting some good damage there onto each other. But the Pathfinders have not really been focused down, and they have great, couple infiltration grenades, good AoE damage. Vickers tried to be captured, but does get recaptured. More infiltration grenades does come forward. Actually, that was a city grenade and stun grenade. Sniper still picking away. Not a whole lot of kills on him, just 6.
Reconnaissance flight ready at your disposal.
Left 18 raining on in some more there. Try to hit those support weapons, very nice. Sherman tank making advance. Both on the Panzer IV and Pak 40. They're kind of working trying to roll around, but will be obstructed by that White Phosphorus smoke. But does force by the ground, rolls and miss. Doesn't get a shot off, doesn't get one last shot off. Trying to avoid these AT guns because they can rip apart OKW Panzer IVs, not OKW Panzer IVs, Austria Panzer IVs almost instantly. No, seriously. 2 volleys from 2 can take out a Panzer IV in about 3 seconds. Pak 43 is being deployed. Flamesturm engineers are pushing their way forward, but they will be forced back quite easily. Lig's trying to get some good hits there,
The demolitions team is ready to give support.
but they're largely missing. Demolition team can give support. It looks like he does have enough command points for a AVRE, just needs some hammer or anvil.
Target secure. Establish defensive line. Taking infantry fire!
The carcass does receive a hit there. Those saw a stun grenade there.
Awaiting orders.
And we do have a mortar emplacement being built. Elias can focus that down, assuming it gets a good angle, and the Reconnaissance Overfly should be able to spot that. Volksgrenadier trying to engage these captain at close range. Just throw an Incendiary Grenade there, but the supporting Pathfinders here. You probably force back the captain, but won't be able to force back those Pathfinders. Panzer IV is, however, pushing his way forward. Does roll a miss there on the Pathfinders.
Enemies are swarming one of our emplacements.
And roll some misses there. Sherman tank advancing. Looks like the Grenadiers do go down there. Thanks to increased armor, the veteran C2 is able to withstand a bit more of the abuse from those AT guns. Volksgrenadier are behind the heavy cover there, trying to stop these units. There is a flamer here and does do extra damage versus the heavy covered units. More incendiary mortars raining on in.
Reconnaissance flight set to go.
Intersections here are quite wounded. As these forces are making their way forward, we do have these AT guns advancing. And the bunkers now are receiving multiple hits there by the AT guns. It will go down. PaK-43 could be artillery flared by this intersection here. And the AT guns could advance forward to engage that PaK-4 directly. PaK-40 does get forced back there. The evap rounds being utilized on top of the OKW Panzer, or the Austria Panzer IV. Volksgrenadier is going to be trying to engage this light cover. There's probably too many Pathfinders here. Starting to hit that AT gun, but do have a officer artillery raining on top of the PaK-43 now. All the Volksgrenadier squads are severely wounded, and will not get back up by the base artillery. Sherman tank severely wounded. PaK-43 fires and kills the Sherman tank.
A medium tank was just
There is a drop LMG here as well, and we've got the Lags engaging the AT gun, but actually there's also Left 18 as well. Does destroy the gun entirely, but I think that shot may have missed, and Rain fell behind it and splashed and killed it. We do have a officer AEC. Aircraft flying on over. We do got the... Oh, big hits there. Firefly getting some good hits there on the command tank. Command Panther. Only one mortar on top of the mortar placement. So it's receiving multiple lag hits now. How many lags are there? Looks like there's two. Panzer IV has hold fire turned on. And has the command tank. Okay, that's the tech horse, the command tank allowing to move quicker. Perhaps maybe turn off hold fire, because he may not realize it's actually turned on. Or maybe he wants it turned on for some odd reason. Jackson does roll one up, gets a good pen there. Multiple hits there onto that fighting position. And we've got these guys being forced some back. I'm not exactly sure what's going on. Some sort of grudge match? There's some telemines right here. Fresh Panzer IV has been deployed. Jackson's just firing away, trying to get some hits there onto the Volksgrenadiers. A lot of support weapons here, so maybe the Super Fus would be useful as well. Oh, another Assassin's Team to blow another lag. Not lag, Left 18. Looks like the Left 18's raining on in here. Looks like some airburst rounds. Panzer Force engaging, getting some good hits there. Yep. Panzer Force making their advance, getting hit there onto the Panzer IV.
We are losing a sector.
I also got some incendiary mortars from the 9.75-inch incendiary mortar support. At this point was the capture. Panzer IV still in the area. We've got the Command Panther now advancing forward, pushing away those officers away from the fire. These Pathfinders are severely wounded. One of them is camouflaged, the other one is not. Is mainly targeting now. And great hit there by the Lag. The Lag does wipe out both those squads. Could potentially pick up a bar. No, he cannot. Does it does do a nice tag off there, and the Pioneers do pick up the bar. Does blitz on forward, trying to get some kills there. It's a little bit risky. AEC does get a hit there as well. Encircling as well. Jackson could get a shot there. Does pick up the Panzer IV there.
The enemy has destroyed a Panzer.
Does get a nice Panzerfaust there.
Under attack.
And the mortar placement may go down real quick soon, but does not. AVRE is advancing. Not firing right now with the AVRE. The officer severely wounded thanks to those lag hits, but the Sturmpioneer will likely receive an AVRE hit relatively soon. Quite a bit of congestion here. Pack 43 does find a good hit there. Fires, gets one Sturmpioneer model. And he's bringing another recon run in this area. Aircraft does get shot down. Ooh, and that does get decrewed there. Well, if I note the mortar placement's still alive. And Pack 43 is still firing away. I think he's going for artillery flare. Doesn't get the artillery flare off in time. And AVRE is making his advance. May get a good hit there on these squads. Line up a shot. Dodge. No, he doesn't actually fire. He actually cancels at the last moment. And Left 18's raining on in over here.
Our capture point. They're trying to
Panzer
take
IV
it.
trying to make his advance. And getting some good hits there. Pack 43 does get decrewed, or will be getting decrewed. Does get decrewed. Looks like major artillery was actually called on top of the Pack 43. Panzer Force makes its advance. So is the Command Panther. Panzer Force does connect, but not. If the shots had been bound or missed, then he would have got the snare. Pack 43 is still very much alive. And here comes Incendiary Mortar. Now we've got some paratroopers being deployed out somewhere. The US player still has two Pathfinders. And another AVRE shot there. AVRE is backing away, has seen quite a bit of abuse. Firefly is still alive. Ooh. And the Churchill and the not Churchill, Volksgrenadier do receive quite a bit of fire there as the Panzer IV starts getting some good shots in and not in prioritized fire. Forward headquarters now available. Did he actually do that on the building? Not sure if he did or didn't. The Jagdpanzer are getting some long-range shots onto that Firefly, but receive some pens in return. officer does have the MG42 and sending a pretty nice good kill zone there, but receives a nice hit there by the pack howitzer.
The enemy is attempting to steal our sector.
Can you need Scots when you have pack howitzers?
Reconnaissance Stuka, fueled and ready to fly.
Volksgrenadier trying to hold the line, but they'll throw in Incendiary Grenade before falling them back. But they will burn up those squads if they stay around. Panzer IV and Ostwind making their advance. Panzer IV has received quite a bit of fire now. 52 is still alive as well. Has prioritized fire. No, has hold fire on. See a whole lot of hold fire on and anti-vehicle fire on. Not sure why he has hold fire on with that one. Good hits there onto the Panzer IV. Good stun grenade. And there goes the Panzer IV.
One of our panzers has been destroyed.
Pack 40 does get a good hit there. 2 levels, Veteran C. But Vet 3 Major does have a bar. And Ostwind and Command Panther says hi. Command Paint takes much way forward. It looks like some sort of thing is being brought on in. Looks like a lot of artillery raining on it. Probably from the... Oh, there goes the Volksgrenadier. Does stop the capture there. But we got base artillery raining on in. Jacksons are being repaired up. And Pack 43 is been recruited but severely wounded. Both in health and the gun health is even lower than the model health. He does not capture the point, is not calling the heavy mortar barrage either. Those double bounce there. Pack 43 gets a good hit there. Command Panther charging for it, but there's 2 Jacksons here. He may get the kill there on the AVRE, but he probably will lose Command Panther. Firefly also fires the shots along the side, and does take out the Command Panther there, and it gets fully... Nope. And loses the Jagdpanzer because of that. He had to kill his own, lose his Bag Panther to prevent the, to kill the Command Panther. Looks like some heavy mortar raining on in there from the artillery officer. So all of Red's vehicles are down. All of Magenta still has some, but nothing to engage tanks. Does have the Pack 43 still, but receiving some heavy mortar barrage from the mortar emplacement, which has not been fully repaired. Pack 43 does get a good hit there. Instead of Veteran C3, so it does get the increased range. Not that that's the Pack 43 actually goes down. Now's the left 18 of the Pack 43. But you got a nice grenade assault there, very nice. And also a stun grenade.
An emplacement is being attacked.
Good hit there by the Pack 43, gets recrewed. The gun health has been increased. And Panzer Warfare Barrage raining on in somewhere, trying to stop these squads. And does get the full wipe there. Needs to back away with the Sturm Pioneer. A little bit overkill. Stop complaining about your teammate. I don't see him doing anything too horrible. And he's making assault. Oh, that's where the field HQ was. We'll be taking out the Panzerwerfer. Nice Panzerfaust there, but we'll likely take out the Ostwind. Pack 43 does take out the Jackson. Oswin may actually escape on out of here. Pack 43 needs to rotate its gun. And that Cinder Mortar does take out that repair HQ, and the Jackson does go down as well.
Enemy forces are securing our territory.
Allies are down the last 3 tickets. It does get the crew there. And full squad right there. Nothing left in the air to contest. So the Axis players just want to regroup and push in forward. The Allies don't have a whole lot of tickets left. Here comes the Panzerwerfer.
He has destroyed an anti-tank gun.
Got a healing bunker here. Ooh, lots of damage. It does drop a bar there. And Captain needs to fall back as well. Churchill AVRE is advancing. Takes out the lag there. Fresh Jagdpanzer rolls a bounce. And good hit there with the Firefly. Throws out smoke grenade, very nice. Good stun grenade there as well. Avery does connect. And the Volks Grenadier now using an infiltration grenade on that group, but does largely miss. Nice little dodge there. Jagdpanzer does receive a hit there, trying to get some more shots on both those vehicles. Made another squad of another Jagdpanzer being ordered. He does have the fuel, just needs a... And he's probably thinking of a command tank, but he needs manpower, both for squads and for the command tank. Nope. Got some more heavy mortars. Nice. Speaking about heavy mortar, the mortar petard does come in as well. It is a mortar petard, right? Yeah, petard mortar. Same difference. Getting some good damage there.
RE sappers reporting in.
Panzerwerfer raining on in, trying to hit some of these stuff. Does dodge it, very nice. That squad will fall back. This one is quite needs of falling back a little bit. Captain sprints on forward, manages to close the distance without getting shot at. And good hit there onto the Flak Panzer Oswin. Good stun grenade there. The US player does have enough munitions for a rocket strafe as well. And there goes the Shum Pioneer. They almost killed that mortar hit, but they just did not finish off. Which has been a bit of a huge mistake, I would say. Cancel the Obsatsen, get out some more Sturm Pioneers. He needs the Sturm Pioneers for the repairs. He does... no, never mind. Teammate has brought up a pair of repair bunkers. Rebuilding the Pack 43. Where would I build it? A little bit out too on the open right there, but that wouldn't be... about the same distance there. It does cancel it. I'm not sure where I would build the Pack 43. There's a reason why in my mod I make it so that a lot of things changed. So those like Pack 43, 17 pounder, and all those as for the B4 as they turn into a heavy AT gun, I put them that so their range is actually increased to 100, but the Pack 43, for example, can no longer shoot through buildings. So at least it can reach farther while not being gimmicky by shooting through everything, including smoke. Smoke is worthless against the Pack 43, unless you're trying to block the line of sight, but you can't block as a shock blocker. Ooh, lags just raining on in, or Left 18s, I should say. He still has a Left 18, right? Yep, Vet 3, Left 18. No, that wasn't the firing item. That was the Ligs, actually. Ground overflight. He's actually engaging the mortar bunker, even though that would have been a great spot. Gets a good hit there. Looks like the mortar emplacement does go down. Does throw a AVRE shot there. And the Flak Panzer has received quite a deadly shot there. Jagdpanzer pushing him forward, but throw a shot into the infantry. 2-2 is severely wounded. Has hold fire state on, maybe just trying to use it for scouting purposes. As an armored scout card. Good hits there on the Pathfinders, good hits there onto the assault officer. Jagdpanzer is trying to find a shot in return. Does send a shot in return, but it looks like the Firefly will win out this exchange. He'll need to back off now because he's severely wounded. Ooh, good hit there onto that Oldsausen. And here comes the rocket run. That may get the... No, it will not get the Jagdpanzer. The 2-2 could get out of the radius and use its own gun to help support anti-aircraft. What are they hitting? Both aircraft get shot down there. A second Pak 43 has been deployed. And that was a Gamma Bomb. Bringing forward another Gamma Bomb. Might as well make sure it's dead. Yep, and now we'll destroy the gun. Ooh, lots of fire onto that Jackson. Pak 40 does go down, and the Jackson will back away from the Pak 43. Ooh, destroys Tellermine there. Very nice. Does activate that suppressive fire ability there with the paratroopers.
Jump complete.
And a lot of infiltration grenades there. Doesn't dodge it. And the AVR is coming in forward, but does receive a Pak 43 shot? Nope. May have been a Pak 43, I'm not sure what it's from. Incendiary grenade does throw, does hop forward to the sandbags, just help stop the cover, capture. And good damage onto that AVRE. AT gunshot does connect with the Jagdpanzer. Multiple hits there on the Jagdpanzers, and there goes the Jagdpanzer.
Media pads are lost.
You could try capturing. No, he's going for a timed demo charge. There's only 2 MGs on top of this Pioneer. Timed demo charge does come down. Is that enough to kill that stuff? Oh! I didn't think it would get that bunker. I thought it would get the bunker and the Pak 43. But I didn't realize we'd get the other bunker as well. Holy crap. Two rockets, one of them does hit, the other one does miss. He's severely wounded, needs to blitz on out of there. Just blitzing and not getting on out of there.
We need orders.
And now here is a reconnaissance overflight coming over. Pak officers try and engage. He may want to cancel this Pak 43. And the OKW could salvage these wreckages. Now here, King Tiger. The Allies still have some fight in them. 3 tickets remaining, but they have some good fight. And there goes that Obstdotson. He's blaming his teammates. His teammates covering the section that he's not really doing all too well in infantry. Oswin has received quite a bit of fire. King Tyson making his advance. We do have a Jackson, multiple Jackson here, and the AT gun does get decrewed. Good hit there. Does throw out a bundle grenade there. And multiple hits there onto the King Tiger.
We have 300 points remaining.
And the King Tiger fully goes down.
Reconnaissance flight set to go home.
Here comes the rocket run, meant to engage the King Tiger, and really got the King Tiger's carcass. Oswin's still in the radius, so can be hit, but does shot down all the aircraft. And now we do have reconnaissance overflight, yeah, but gets shot down immediately. There's reconnaissance overflight from the AEC. Wipes out that officer. That's worth a barrage raining on in. Getting some good hits there.
A fresh officer has arrived.
Infiltration grenades. Wipes out the tire squad. Very nice. And it's actually going to just rain out a double capture for the Allies. Almost triple capture. Just double capture for the time being. Vet 5 Volksgrenadier could go forward. Hopefully misses those pack howitzer shots so it can maintain some healing. There you go, that healing is going to be very important. Maybe a good idea to push forward the Firefly to get the whole mount to stop the healing, and that pack howitzer says, nope, you're going back home now. Aircraft does get shot down. What's actually been shooting down the aircraft? Oh, the AE half-track's still alive from the beginning of the game. Red doesn't have a whole lot left. He needs a Sturm Pioneer and perhaps also a Dover Jagdpanzers. At this point, they need a lot of range anti-vehicles. So go for Jagdpanzers, get out Sturm. It doesn't really need a Sturm Pioneer with the amount of repair bunkers team it has. But it's probably best to just go for... Jagdpanzer. I know he's lost a number of them, but still it's probably his best option at this point in the game. Because unlike he's going to deploy out a bunch of Panthers.
The enemy has destroyed an anti-tank gun.
Oh, it's not advancing. Jacksons are making their way forward. Magenta has gone for 2 Oswins. Can you go for Panthers now? The second Oswin is a bad idea. He should be getting out a pair of Panthers to help push his help his teammate with the anti-armor department, because he's only really gotten Pack 43s. It's done some good warding, but not really a good vehicle killing. Panzer Warfers do rain on in. Pathfinders could go back in the capture point. And which will stop the decapture. Good dodge against the Avari, but the amount of fire still in the field. It may be best to retreat back to Volksgrenadier. No, maybe not. They're trying to make it work, but paratroopers trying to reinforce from this beacon. Grenade does come forward. Captain does get wiped out.
Just got a report of an infantry unit being wiped out.
Does get out a second Obstdotson squad. His infrared SMGs would be great for all this light cover. And may get some crushes there on the officer, but does not. Let's see.
They're at 200 200 points.
Magenta does not have a whole lot of munitions. He could
You're
use...
taking one of our points.
He's using a coordinated barrage on something, so he's getting some extra barrages somewhere. I was gonna say he could pull out some Panzerwerfer so go along with that. Oh yeah, he does have Panzerwerfer for that, so he has both the Left 18 and Panzerwerfer for concentration barrage. For the Victor target. But that also will need to fall back, way too wounded. I'll say the extra Oswin was a bad idea. Red just needs more manpower. He does have 3 Obsatsen right now. He did lose his Vikenwerfer through that incendiary barrage. Now we got reconnaissance overflying. There's a Teller mine right there. The Oswin could go to the rear armor. I'm not sure how effective an Oswin rear armor of a Sherman tank after getting hit a Teller mine is, but that could potentially get the kill. There's not even Pack 43 or Pack 40 over here to guard the sector. So it will escape on out of there. And good hits there on the Obsatsen. Ooh, good hit there. Jackson's getting some good hits there on the Oswin. And Pack 43 here may get the wipe on that. Yeah, he will get the kill there with the 2 Pack 43s. Just too many Pack 43s. That's his issue. Too many Pack 43s. Not enough frontal assault assets. Those are 2 cannon bombs. Destroys entire gun. Very nice. A few times where the cannon bombs are actually just useful.
Blanca has been approved with an MG-42.
Lots of smoke coming on in. And a good APR heat there. It looks like he used emergency war speed. Takes out that kind of warfare once again. A Stug's being deployed on out by Magenta. Getting out a Stug spam at this point, it's not necessarily half bad. He has been using his munitions concentration barrage. Not sure. Wait, is that his? He probably miscast that concentration barrage because that seemed like a bad spot for it. Grenade thrown, AVRE shot. Obsatsen severely wounded. They will escape on out of there, but barely. Oswin's engaging, but there is a Firefly engaging at long range. Over here, we got the Jackson and Sherman tanks still alive. Could potentially send out a couple units over there. But the Axis players, or the Allies, cannot forfeit this point unless they get the other point decaptures along with it. High explosive rounds have been utilized in the Sherman tank. And that may be a dead Sherman tank. And that Sherman tank does go down to the Pack 43s. Infiltration grenade. AVRE shot takes out the Obsatsen. He really does not like the AVRE. Artillery flare has been called on in. Flak Panzer has been wounded. Pack 43 does get a good hit there. Nope, let's see, it was actually hitting infantry units. 222 does go down. Jagdpanzer has been deployed on out to help engage these forces at long range. But Jackson does send a pen in return. Well, it looks like the Jagdpanzer will win that engagement. And we've got another Gamma Bomb there taking out the Pack 43s. Those Pack 43s have been okay this game, but nothing fantastic. One would have been fine if they managed to secure this territory and push it a little bit farther forward. Other than that, the mass Pack 43s is not a good idea. He could have deployed a Pack 43 to help cover this flank, to help prevent the infantry for the tanks from advancing through, but luckily they haven't been assaulting that direction. Avery's lining up a shot, lining up right there. Direct hit in the middle of that group. Obsassen's going to try to back away a bit. Let the Shum assault officer push his way forward. Bring a concentration barrage once again. Ooh! Jackson engaging at long range. Jagdpanzer still can push on forward. The AC's aura extends out quite a good range, so I think this Firefly is being affected by it. A good hit there. But actually, no, that annihilated his own guys, actually. That was a horrible hit. 2 friendly kills. I heard an AT gun shot someone, not sure where it landed. Reconnaissance overflight coming on through. 10 kills. Oh, that's all. He didn't have a single killed a single infantry unit. So that would be the 11th. Actually, no, that Centaur got the kill on that one. I heard a Centaur. Yep. But that's killed 10 aircraft. Very nice. Jackson's making their assault. We've got another force being neither right there. Rocket run raining on in, trying to hit these Stokes. Osman's still alive, but in the wrong part of the map to engage those guys. Those P-47s. Does back away out the R radius. And that's the radius right there. Panzer Warfare raining on in somewhere. Looks like trying to hit these forces. Or maybe, nope, that's his own officer. Good hit there, pinning both of those forces. AVRE fires, wiped. And there goes the Ostwind.
Combat unit ready.
Two Stugs, two Jagdpanzers. Paratroopers are going to camp on the point. I don't blame them for that part. Fresh Obersassen being upgraded the not LMGs, infrared STGs.
Organize the assault.
Does get a good hit there. Stugs are making their advance, getting some pens there onto the Churchill. And there's a lot of anti-vehicle assets here. The Stugs do receive a pen there. The Jagdpanzer could advance forward a bit more. They could have advanced a little bit more. I'm supposed to worry about other things. There's actually still these Jacks in the flank, so I'm not sure how it'll go.
Enemy aircraft!
Airborne on the ground.
Enemy
Aircraft goes down.
Drop complete. Everyone here?
Panzer Barrage does roll a bit of a miss there. Infantry making their advance. And Jacksons are receiving some Pack 43 hits. Pack 43s do have their place, but it's mostly involving a lot of line of sight blockers, a bit cheesy when shooting through line of sight blockers. Ooh, there goes a Stug. A lot of AT here. Jackson, AT guns. Just too much AT right there. They just lost control a long time ago. Good Gamma bomb there.
50 points remaining.
Triple capture for the Allies. Jagdpanzers have sustained quite a bit of fire. Why is he aiming for the Churchill when he should be aiming for the Firefly?
Was destroyed. Be ready.
Not really good jokes. Don't say things like that. I lost too many co-workers to suicide. Don't do that. Don't joke around about that. That's one of my big pet peeves. Stug is falling on back.
The enemy is attacking one of our forward buildings.
And we do have a... I'm not sure what's being called in right there. Oh, flame mortar coming in from the Brit. Getting some good hits there, and that's the game. A very, very long game. A very well game fought by both sides. Sandgrade saying thank you for watching, and signing off. And that's the end of that recording. And yep, I'm going to get some of my lunch in me, so I'm going to end the stream, and probably later on start casting some Company Heroes 1 replay. So how's